Hello, everyone. Hi, how are we? Oh, hang on. Hey, there we go. Oops. Welcome to another episode of the Soda Jerk Podcast. I am your host, King of the Taps. So nice to see you all once again. Obviously, we got to start with a drink, don't we? We got to start with a little bev check. I've got a classic root beer float today. Classic root beer float. I want to keep it pretty simple. Did put a little bit of syrup on there, but it's a classic. It's a classic mud float. So really excited about that. Hope you're all having a lovely day. It does look pretty good, doesn't it? It does look pretty good. I'll do a little sip for you. I haven't had a sip yet. That's why it's a little melted. It's been sitting for a sec. Oh, that's some good mud. Yeah, that's some good mud. Let me get a little bit of that ice cream there, too. Yep, that's some pretty good mud. We're back with another jam-packed episode of the podcast. Got a few guests today. Some international soda enthusiasts, which is pretty interesting, and a couple of pretty established, successful jerks that I cannot wait to get into it with. We're gonna be going over the usual, just some soda jerk news. Quite a bit of stuff has happened in the industry in the past week or so, so we're gonna get the guest thoughts on that, and I'll be happy to give my thoughts on it too. We're gonna have our Q&A segment with the viewer questions that were submitted. Don't worry, if your question was not picked, that is okay. As always, we do have the express question box. Yes, for $10 during our Q&A segment, you can submit a question. The text-to-speech will read it out for $10, and you'll get your question in there. So all hope is not lost. And then we have a little game for the guests at the end. We like to do our little games. And I think we're just gonna have a really, really good time today. Of course, I do have to give some thanks to the sponsors first. We do have a lot of sponsors for the Soda Jerk podcast. A lot of great local businesses and businesses from all over the country, so we're just gonna fade down the music here, and we're gonna get started on that. If you'll just bear with me here. The sponsors for today's podcast, we have Mabel's Large Round Tables at 34th and Tacoma. She's got the largest, roundest tables around, perfect for seating lots of people in a circle, especially big ones. The Deplorable Touch Bar and Grill at Windermere and Swanson. This kitschy bar and grill takes you back in time to a Victorian seaport and serves an array of fish-based handhelds, big emphasis on sardines. Happy hour every 4 to 6. Sarah Bell's Christian Custard at 45th and Spangle, The only frozen custard imbued with the body and spirit of Jesus Christ, limited to 6 custards per order. Terms and conditions apply. Duff Follicle Godfather Fades and Trades on Depop Avenue and Grailed, the only barter shop in the Tri-County area, which means it's a barber shop and also a trading post, currently in search of cogs for automaton restoration project. Rod's Limos in Boise, this is just Kevin Spacey's Rod Stewart impersonator brother's limo driving business, and yes, he rods up when he drives limos. Nick and Dan's Shoe Haul at 345 Trustmore Street. Thousands of shoes in one long, skinny corridor. Just restocked the Nike Air Dinkle Donks. You can go to their website, nickdanshoes.com. Thirsty Sluts on Regina Avenue, a new smoothie bar with main character IDGAF Energy. New flavors added daily. Flavor of the day is Crumble Cookie Pussy, totally viral and packed with antioxidants. Escape rooms but gay at Church and Wellesley. 5 exciting escape rooms, fun for family and friends. There's a brand new escape room for the Pride season. The Bath and Body Works room opens June 1st, which is coming up. And they do just want to let everybody know that the Gracie Abrams escape room will be closed permanently. 45 Pies in the Sky Bakery just off Highway 23, celebrating 60 years in the business. The best funky crusts and hunky rusks in the area. They say the peanut butter dump truck is a must-try pie. Cameron Diaz Burger on Leslie Street, no further information provided. Chicken 4, serving you unexpected chicken with a sandwich twist, proudly for 10 years. Visit them at 23rd and Yurt. Silver Dollar House Down Boots, also at Church and Wellesley, a new bar with a country thang vibe and a no bullshit policy. Wasabi Bar Rail is only $5 this week. The Magic Castle Express, which is in the heart of downtown at Huge Witch Square. It's like the Magic Castle, but the shows are maximum 10 minutes long in a 5-seater room. An intimate, illusionary experience you won't forget. And Truly Nude Mechanics on Woodward. We be getting oil on our nuts and shit. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. I know that's a kind of heartbreaking news about the Gracie Abrams escape room, but you know they've been sponsoring the podcast for a while now, so it's great for them to keep us in the loop. All right, now I would like to introduce you guys to our guests today. Very grateful that they joined me for the podcast. These are some jerks that I have been keeping my eye on for a while, and you know, like I mentioned, we do have an international guest, which I'm really excited about today. So, without further ado, looks like a couple of them are here, that's for sure. That's for sure. Looks like we might still just be waiting on, one of our guests, but that's okay. But in the meantime, I'm sure I can just introduce you to the two of them that are joining us, and I've had a likely fraud phone call. The number is 250-277-2195 if you'd like to call them back. All right. Hello, how are we?
Hey, sorry.
It's okay, take your time. I know it takes a while to get used to this stuff. How are you guys? Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, it's so good to be here.
Yeah. It's really nice to... What's up?
I'm late for my melt pickup. That's my bad.
Right. I know sometimes those deliveries can be a little late. Did you get a late one today?
I got a late one.
Yeah, I got a late one. My strawberry guy was late last week, and that sent me into a tizzy. I couldn't spit on anything. People were asking me to spit on it, and I couldn't.
Yeah, it's gonna throw a wrench in the whole operation.
Absolutely, or a spoon.
Gotta have strawberries.
Gotta be able to spit in it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm just gonna go around, and I'm gonna I mean, I know who you guys are because I asked you to be here, but I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna ask you guys to introduce yourself. First, to my right hand side, the Malt Man. Would you like to introduce yourself? Hey.
Hi, I'm Luke the Malt Man Taylor. Now you might be wondering to yourself, why this guy's kind of doing something fun with his costume. Well, at my local shop, we kind of let the guy, we kind of decide how we want to jerk and when we want to jerk. And so we kind of have like a little bit of like our own thing going. As you can tell by my name, I'm a big fan of malt.
Yes.
I like malt and everything from shakes to floats to hell, fruit juice. And a little malt goes a long way, and it's good for you too.
Oh, wow, a little bit of malt in your fizzy. I've never heard of that before, but I like the sound of that. I like the fact that your fountain is a little bit more of a liberal jerking spot. What's the name of the fountain?
Fuzzy Frank's Drink Emporium.
Nice. I think I heard of it.
And that's after the owner and proprietor Frank who tragically he did die in war, but we
Oh.
honor his memory every day by Fuzzy. Of course, if you're a soda jerk, you know it refers to peaches, and we
Absolutely.
do put a lot of peach in stuff.
Yeah, peach and stuff. What got you into jerking, Maltman?
Just you know, I found out about malt from a trip my family took overseas where I had something called Maltesers. I was like, what the hell is this thing?
Mhm.
Never had a Malteser before, but I was like, I don't know, the chocolate's fine, but whatever this beautiful chalky substances inside, I couldn't get enough of.
Yeah.
I did a little research online, went to my local library, and yeah, I mean, the rest is history. I figured out it could go in drinks, and I was hooked.
Wow, I mean that's beautiful. Like it's just always really beautiful getting into this business. Like there can just be one little thing, there could be one little ingredient that really just makes its way into your heart that sets that playing field for how we want to jerk, how we want to do it, and what we want to bring to the table. Is there anything you do outside of jerking? Like any do you have any other like career stuff you're working on or
Yeah, I actually, it's so funny you said that. I am starting a movie review podcast where
Yeah.
we just kind of go through the Criterion collection. It's me and
Mm.
a kind of a guy that looks exactly like me. I don't really know how else to say it besides that. Kind
Yeah.
of just going through the movies and saying what we like about them.
Yeah. Wow, that's could I is this like kind of getting started or can I check this out maybe afterwards?
The first episode will be out this week.
Oh,
We're
man.
going to be doing 8.5, a movie I've seen many, many times, one of the only movies I've ever seen.
Yes.
And that's a big part of the podcast that's so exciting is I haven't seen a lot of movies and I'll be watching them. So you can check us out at patreon.com/, whoa, fuck, I can't remember what it's called.
You said
I know
Cinejerks is what you told me earlier.
Cinejerks,
Ah,
yes, but
Cinejerks. Oh, that's awesome.
and that it sucks when you have to use your, you know, it's just trying to cross pollinate because I don't, it doesn't really have anything to do with soda jerking, but that's kind of what I'm known for. So
Yeah.
Cinejerks is what we landed on.
Listen, we are jerks first, but second, we are also marketers, and it's about our branding and our industry. So thank you so much, Luke the Maltman Taylor. Thank you very much. Now, below me, I have
Oh, you got below.
yes,
Is it
below. I'm
lunchtime
sorry.
already?
Yeah, first time you've been below someone. Yeah. Would you want to just introduce yourself to the audience? We're just gonna run a circle here.
Yeah. Real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, for sure.
I have this written down. So, fuck, what was that called? Yeah, hey, I'm Rip
I
Whipped
forgot too.
Cream Michaels. Hey, I'm Rip Whipped Cream Michaels. I work down at Polish Steve's on Yancey Street.
My boss is Polish
Um,
too.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What's Marcin?
Oh, is that my boss?
Is that your boss's name?
Oh no, I just call him.
Okay.
No, he's Papa.
Gotcha, Papa.
Yeah, Pops.
Yeah. Well, Polish Steve opened the spot after the war. Hired a lot of us up. Unfortunately, he died in the next war. So now it's mostly just us sort of running the shop down there at Polish Steve. What was there? Was there more questions?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you the same questions, pretty much. I mean, you basically said like where you work and everything. So thank you
Yeah.
for jumping the gun on that. Jump at the jerk. Is there anything else that you do outside of jerking, and how did you get into it?
Great question. So I got a call from Paulie, who he drives hot rods, Hot
Yeah.
Rod Paulie,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
Hot Rod Paulie.
I've heard of Hot Rod Polly. Oh my god.
and he said, I'm going out for this part down at Polish Steve's, and could you give me a ride? Because I'm nervous for this, going out for this part. So yes, of course, I'll give you a ride, Hot Rod Polly. So I took Hot Rod Polly down to Polish Steve's, and he's going out for the soda jerk part, and I'm just sort of hanging back in the cut. But the hiring manager who is there takes a look at me and says, I think you're jerk material. So I ended up getting the part of working at Polish Steve's, pulling sodas.
Wow. That is
Poland.
exciting. Polling.
Poland.
And more like
Polling, so-
Poland,
yeah.
more like Poland sodas. He should change that. It would be awesome if he changed the name of the store to Poland Sodas. I think everyone
Yeah.
would really
Oh,
love that. You should pass that on to him.
Coca-Cola, maybe we could have
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Polling taps.
Polar seltzer.
Polling.
Polar seltzer. Thank you so much, Rip the Whipped Cream boy. I want to Michaels. Rip the whipped cream, whip the whipped cream Michaels. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to pass it on to a guest that I've been really, really excited about because this is our first international guest. Everybody, please say hello to the Fizzy Drinks Twat.
Hello. Yep. I'm
Big
the
fan of the
Drinks
Fizzy
twat.
Drinks Twat. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
I've
I'm a bit of
been a
twat.
fan of you. I've been a fan of you for a
same.
while, and
You've been a fan of
Loved your
me?
content.
That's a different meaning
oh,
than
that
where I'm
means
from
something
anyway.
else over there, doesn't it?
Sorry, I don't know if that kind of podcast.
Oh, I always forget about that sort of stuff. You know, it's like when you want to erase
Different.
something, and we ask, and you guys ask for a rubber, and then I go,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
gosh, well that might be
golly.
nasty.
Yeah, we
But-
don't sell those here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Soda
but we
jerk.
we call it eraser. Now Fizzy Drinks Twat. Where do you jerk? What fountain do you work at?
Well, I have to say this is my first time actually learning about soda jerks. I'm more of a sort of fizzy drinks twat, really.
Mhm.
In the UK, we don't have soda jerks. I have to say it is a wonderful concept. I really, really like it, and I hope to see them come to the UK soon. But I actually
Wow.
work at Tesco, and I just been sneaking a little taste of all the fizzy drinks when I put them in the fridge. I just open them up and have a little, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. And then I close them again, and then I put them back in the fridge, and no one's noticed yet.
So, all right. Sorry about
You're letting a bit
sorry.
of the
need a
carbonation
little
out
bite.
every time you do that, but that might be for the better for the audience because a lot of times when I meet folks from where you are and you give them a soda, they'll you'll give them a little sip and they might say something like, "Ooh, the bubbles, they're here."
Yeah,
too
yeah.
spicy.
It's too
Yes,
yeah,
it's
too
spicy.
spicy.
Spicy
Yeah.
is the number
Yeah.
one word I hear on our, because we have
Yes.
different, forums and stuff. I don't know what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know what forums you guys have on the internet over there, but our forums is different.
Mm.
So we have like the Fizzy Drinks post, Fizzy Land,
Yeah.
Poptown.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
on there are always saying, "I tried the new Fanta. It's too spicy." That kind of stuff. And honestly, at this point, I sort of want to redirect them to the sticky all the time and say, "We've covered this. Just
Yeah.
let a bit of the carbonation out. That's what you do if it's too spicy for you."
Exactly. I find that
Yeah.
here, a lot of the European tourists, it's always the acid phosphate for some reason that really like they say that's too I get that's too sweet a lot, which I never really understand because acid phosphate isn't
Yeah.
overly sweet. It's got a tang to it, but it's not like a syrup level. But for some reason that always gets people. Maybe in other parts of the world acid phosphate isn't used in their fountains. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
We actually
really
don't
interesting.
have soda fountains at all.
No.
We just-
Yeah, you guys don't have soda
just
fountains.
bottles.
Just
bottles.
Just bottles. Yeah.
Wow.
Bottles, as we might say.
Yes.
Bottles?
Bottles.
You don't have any soda fountains over there. I'd love to change that somehow. I don't know how.
And that's
That's
what
kind
she's
of
here
why I'm
for. And
here,
I love that so
honestly.
much. I
Yeah.
really admire that because this really is just such a beautiful industry that I would love to bring all over the place. And unfortunately, like I'm not in the position where I could just open up a fountain God knows where and fucking wherever
Sure.
the hell you're from or whatever you said. I wish I could. But it's great to at least bring this awareness to a broader stage, and then maybe somebody can say, "Hey, I believe in this. I believe in this. I want to give them money." You know?
Right. And actually, I'm really glad you brought that up because I do have a well, we don't have Kickstarter in the UK. We have something else. It's called Kickwanker. And so I actually have a Kickwanker that I just started the other day.
Yeah.
And we're trying to fund the first soda jerk, which of course we'll call a soda wank.
Yes. Oh, I
we,
love that.
Thanks. Yeah. We're gonna start the first soda wank in Luton, which is where I live.
Luton's beautiful, I've heard.
It's really, really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
we've
especially
got
this
a
time of year.
lot- Yeah. We have a lot of like, lampposts, a lot of like telegraph wires.
Lovely
things like
pond,
that.
I've heard.
Pond, yeah, Pond is great.
I think there's a
It
couple
is-
hedges.
Yeah. Definitely hedges. Yeah. They're not really cut in any interesting shapes or anything, but they are there.
Yeah.
We do
I've
love
heard that
them.
the people are dour, though. Is that true?
It could be a little dour, but you know what would change that is if there was a wonderful shop where you could walk in and say,
Yes.
"Hey, could you wank me one of those fizzy drinks, please?"
Yes.
I would like, for example, what's a one? Dandelion and burdock. That's a classic British soda,
Oh.
or fizzy drink, as we would call it.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
that is
'cause-
interesting, isn't it?
Well, it sounds disgusting, and that is interesting to me. So it's
Sure.
I don't dandelion. That's something you find maybe in the ground. Burdock, I don't know what that is. Could you tell us a little more about this? I'm just so interested about the different cultures.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Well, it's sort of it's like a little bit like your root beer, I think.
Oh, draw
a bit-
one. Yeah.
Love that.
The draw one, yeah.
Draw
mhm.
one. Yeah.
Actually, Pat, I think it's called Brown, and of course your name isn't Pat; it's something else. It's Michael.
It's
or
Rip.
something.
It's
Rip.
Rip whipped cream Michaels.
Michael's
Rip.
whipped cream.
Sorry, I
Michael's.
forgot because
Yeah.
no one in the UK is called Rip.
No.
So
Here it's a very
Well, sorry,
common
what I
They'd
meant
be,
to
they'd
say
be
is
called
hang
maybe
which is
like
root beer.
flip instead.
Flip, yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's the
Well,
localization.
anyway,
Flip.
It's a lot like a hanger draw, but
Okay.
we just sort of use different plants and medicinals and herbs and things like that, and then those two of them are dandelion and burdock, and they
Yeah.
make quite a horrible drink when you put them together, but we do enjoy drinking it anyway.
Wow, I would love when you get that soda fountain started, I will be the first person at the door in Luton ready to meet my soda wank and order a dandelion and burdock. And you mentioned you don't have a lot of shaped hedges. Maybe in the front yard you could get a nice little fizzy drink shaped hedge and put that right there to catch everybody's eye, kind of like a big neon sign but with an English twist.
I mean, that sounds wonderful. Perhaps that could be a stretch goal for our Kick Wanker campaign.
Yes.
We are currently, we set a goal for £815,000, and we're currently sitting at £26. So we got a little bit
Getting
of a
there.
way to go.
You're getting there.
But, the momentum is building, and I'm hoping, obviously, that coming on this podcast will help
Yeah.
generate some revenue for us.
Well, I mean,
I have a question.
yeah.
Pound and quid, that's the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
also
Where's
called ball.
pence fall in?
It's just like cents. It's
Pence?
but it's cents. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, really. It's sort of like
It's
dollar and
got-
buck,
And please, it implies penny to me because of the P sound. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah, it's pennies.
Pence?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
what
it
they
is.
are. They're
Yeah,
pennies.
believe
I
it.
thought that was-
Cents aren't pennies, technically. Could be
I thought
nickels.
pennies for you were party rings.
I don't really like to talk about party rings, actually.
Oh,
No,
I'm s-
And where does tuppence come in?
Tuppence. We haven't had tuppence in a while, actually. Tuppence
Okay.
fell out of favor right
Mm.
around the time of, I believe it was Margaret Thatcher. Sometime during Margaret Thatcher, we stopped doing tuppence.
God rest
so-
her
but
soul.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm really happy to answer any of these questions at any time. Just
Yeah.
so you know, it's really never tedious.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
Great.
penny farthing bikes. Now, why wouldn't those be called pence
Yeah.
farthing bikes where you are?
And what's
That's
with
a
the
great
toast
question.
sandwich? Yeah, I wish there was a podcast that I could
Yeah.
listen to.
And
that
the
could help me
ice soup.
Understand a lot of these topics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So fizzy drinks. Some of the favorite fizzy drinks that I have in the UK is Panda Pops. Can we talk about Panda Pops?
Tell us about Panda Pops, for fuck's sake.
Panda Pops are really good. Little tiny pops that you get at children's parties, where you might also find a ringed biscuit or something like that. It had a lot of different flavors. You got cola, you got your clear lemonade. Lemonade in the
Ooh,
UK,
yeah.
that's clear lemon lime soda, so that's something.
Oh.
Mm. Yeah, no, lemonade is it's
It's
just
lemonade.
just a sort of
Rush is
juice.
just lemonade. Yeah.
It's just a sort
Yeah,
of
ours
juice.
is like juice. Yeah.
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
bit of lemon in it.
You guys have juice though, right?
Yeah, we have juice. We tend not to
Oh,
fizz it up.
Oh, okay.
interesting.
but
That's really
interesting.
interesting.
A funny thing to think about is when they build, like, we have a lot of roadside soda jerk spots here, right?
Yes.
When they build it over there, they're going to have to build it on the other side of the road.
That's such a good point. And they'd call it lorry side probably
Yes.
instead of roadside.
Well,
And instead of
Oh,
and,
it's-
and
I
instead of
don't know.
walking on the sidewalk to get there, you'd walk on path.
And if they were going to call it Route 66, they'd have to call it kilometers per hour Route 66.
Mm-hmm.
Or
These
wait,
are
you
all
guys
great
use miles,
points.
right? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
No, hey, it's totally fine. I understand, and these are all great points. And perhaps this has contributed to the lack of soda jerks in the UK. Is all these issues like what side of road do you put it on?
Yeah.
What do you call road? Do we use kilometers or miles? These are all questions that I think have prevented the penetration in the UK market of soda jerks.
Yes, the jerking penetration. Yeah,
I'm
it's
surprised there isn't a different word for that.
Well, we
Yeah.
actually have quite a lot
Penetration?
of them, but
Yeah, I would expect there to be a whole different kind of word for that over there.
I mean, I was kind of code switching for you. We would say that there hasn't been the winky wanky that there is in the US. That's what we would say.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
yes. Now I just want to move on because we do have some viewer questions that I'd like to get to. But thank you all so much for introducing yourselves. It was really great to know you all, and this is exactly why I brought you all on the pod. We have some viewer questions that have been submitted by the viewers of the Soda Jerk podcast. If you've watched before, you know the drill. These are just randomly selected 10 questions from the audience for the guests. And as I mentioned before, for $10, you can do an express question, and it'll pop up on the screen. That's the perk of watching it live. First question.
Tesco Express. That's where I work.
First question. Who are your favorite customers to serve to, and who are your least favorite?
ooh, that's great.
That's an interesting question. I mean, I'll just start right off, and I'll say, greasers, dude. I can't stand them. I can't stand greasers. I don't know about you guys, but
They disgust me.
they drive me up the wall. They walk in with their leather jackets, all tattered, and their jeans. They wear jeans. That's like a thing now. And
I thought those
Yeah.
were for cowboys and farmers. Now you're telling me the kids are wearing them?
yeah, and like I can and they hug their legs so tight, and it has to be sexual in some way. They just go straight to the jukebox and they play the horrible rock and roll music, and I just can't stand them. I don't know about you guys. Do you have any?
I 100% feel you. If I had it my way, the only song that would be playing is the song that the frog sings to in that cartoon that he
Yeah.
dances to. And
Mhm.
instead, you got to hear Elvis and I don't know.
Buddy
I don't know.
Holly, yeah.
Buddy
Yeah.
Holly.
Oh,
yeah,
oh, I
yeah.
hate Buddy Holly. I hope he dies in a plane crash.
I do too. And
Yeah.
I hope that big bopper feller goes down with them.
Yeah.
Oh, please. I want their last words to be a secret I love you to each other.
Yeah.
But I hate greasers. I do. Can I talk about someone I love to serve?
Absolutely.
I love to serve the elderly
Oh,
because
yes.
there's a chance it could be the last soda they ever drink, and that makes them very appreciative of what I have to offer and the kind of stuff I'm going to give them.
That's a great answer. I for my love, I really like I mean, this is a little greedy of me, but I really like serving the people because my fountain's connected to a pharmacy. I like
Mhm.
people who like this is also the elderly, but the sick. I really like when they go to the pharmacy and then they go to the soda fountain because they always ask for cocaine in their drinks, and that's like an extra $5. So it's like
Huge upsell. Yeah, yeah.
easy for me, easy upsell. Love selling to those guys, and they're afflicted, so they don't do anything.
And you don't have to put in that much because they're so sick they won't notice either way.
Yeah.
That's at least what the guy at my place always says.
Oh, you got a guy too? Yeah, I got a guy. He's been having some whooping cough for God knows how long, and he's always coming back in. He's got nothing better to do, I bet.
I say if you cough on the handkerchief and what comes out is the same color as my outfit, you need a little cocaine in your drink.
Exactly. You need to draw one snowed on. Edward, do you have Rip the Whipped Cream Michaels?
I think. All right, let's. Time to get a little controversial. I think we need to ease up on greasers.
Whoa.
I think-
Okay. Okay.
I mean, like we need to, like, we are in this game because we love pouring a scratch one. We love mixing a white cow.
Yeah.
Right. We love bringing these treats to people. We need to bring the treats to the people where they are. Right. So if where you are is at the jukebox and you're putting on Tutti Frutti and you're dancing and you're shaking your hips,
Yeah.
it might be a little scary for us to look at, and they might seem a little rude to us. They might hit us with that, that greaser stare where it's like we say something to them and they sort of just, kind of like bite their toothpick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that smirk. I know what you mean.
Mm.
Right. But we're trying to build a broad coalition here, right? We want a big soda fountain, right? And this soda fountain needs to have room for people like the greasers, for people like the beatniks, people
Ugh,
who
beatniks are even worse.
could be the
man.
future. Come on.
I can't. No, it's just my opinion, but
They're communists. I was just say call it as what it is.
yeah, call a spade a spade. You know.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna start walking in and thinking like, I have a job just down the street. I get this for free. You know, I get that all the time, and it's like, that's not how it works, man. But I'm sorry,
And
we
they're
cut,
dirty.
and they stink. We cut you off though. Continue.
That's about it. I just think you're
Okay.
turning away, potential valued customers if you
Yeah.
chase away the beatniks. So
And I understand that. I mean, the one thing better than a communist is a dead communist, but also the only thing better than a communist is a not thirsty communist, is a satiated communist, you know? Like I'm seeing, I'm putting it together in my brain that maybe yes,
yes,
41s
This kid
bring us
comes in, he
together.
says,
You know,
I-
a Florida floater will bring us together at the end of the day.
yes.
But they just frighten me.
This kid comes in with his soul patch, right? He's pissed off. He's like, oh, I fought in Verdun. I haven't got my bonus yet, right? Like, when am I going to get my bonus? I'm going to go occupy the National Mall until I get my bonus. I'm going to, and then you say, and he's got all these ideas in his head, right? He's like, I'm going to unionize, right? Me and the boys are going to unionize. We're going to get what's ours. You put that soda in his hand, he might be thinking, yummy, yummy, I want another soda, right?
Yeah.
Sort of, you can change the minds
Yeah.
of these people by giving them things.
Yeah.
And I believe that is
Right.
the view that we all share in common, is that, like, the greatest threat to our existence in this particular moment is communism.
And
Right.
I mean, people want to say they're a communist until they get a white cow spat in it. And then things kind of start to change. I don't know if you've noticed
Mhm.
that. And then things kind of start to change. Then they don't mind spending their money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This is
Communism
my
works great
impression-
until you got to spend somebody else's sugar, you know?
This is my impression of ordering a soda in the USSR.
Other way. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
This is my impression of ordering a soda in the USSR. What? You want me to hold the hail? No, you get hail. and it's that lack of choice and
Oh,
getting to
that's
decide.
really good.
No, you get mud. You have floater. dusty soda.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh,
In
man.
our country, we get to choose.
Oh,
I want
tears
a
in my
baby
eyes.
black with a bucket of salties on top.
Yes, yeah. It's I don't want to just go into some place and I'm being told what's good for me when at the end of the day, I want to freeze
Mhm.
squeeze one. Hello. I want to go
Hello.
into a fountain and
Exactly,
get what I
yeah.
want to get. So,
Yep.
Fizzy Drinks Twat, before we move on to the next question, I know you're not really a jerk yet, but, and I say yet, because I got a good feeling about you. When you become a jerk, who are you excited to serve?
Well, I mean, look, I do sell fizzy drinks to people at Tesco.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I get to sort of reach into the fridge for them and pass one to them. And I would say my favorite people to do that for is it's pregnant women, because they just have something about them. It's just
That's that glow.
it's a glow, and it's just they're just so sort of,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I know what you mean. And it's nice
Yeah.
to know that fizzy drink I'm getting used to the lingo. I'm not going to say soda, fizzy drink.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you. That fizzy drink is going to be not only satiating a woman who is going through a very hard transitional time in her life, but
Mm,
also a little baby growing inside there.
that's right. Yeah, it might be. It might be a future fizzy drinks head.
Yeah.
Who gets a little taste of that. Fanta or
Yeah.
Lilt is another big one that we have. Is Lilt.
Yeah. That's
Lilt.
really exciting and yummy to think about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to move on to the next question. Oh, this is an interesting one. How do you handle your mental health as a soda jerk?
Mm.
Yeah. I
Mm.
just want to say this is not something that gets talked about nearly enough in the soda jerk industry. You know,
Definitely.
people think that we are these infallible, unshaken, unlike our drinks, unshaken titans who can just get behind the counter and whatever gets thrown at us we can handle. You know, mash one in the hay floater and you could just you're not going through anything inside. And I think that is such a harmful stereotype because deep down a lot of us are going through something and having to jerk every day on top of that, sometimes it's tough.
Sure.
Well, because you're a you know, people don't understand. You're not just serving soda. You're also a confidant, a shoulder to
Yep.
cry on,
Yep.
just a set of ears in this lonely world. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a social job as much as it is a technical one, and
Yeah.
I don't know if that gets talked about enough. So
Yep.
I think it is important to bring this up, and it is important to remember that soda jerks are people too. They're not just mindless automatons. If you wanted mindless automatons, you'd be at the fountain, not at a jerk's full station. Automatic
Mhm.
fountains need to go. Bring back the soda
Agreed.
jerk.
Agreed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you are, as a soda jerk, you are meeting people on the worst day of their life, right? Every time you meet somebody, this is the worst moment they've had in a long time. Sometimes, sometimes it's a good occasion. And I don't think people really account for like what processing all of that trauma coming at you can do to you. But I mean, like, we just got to keep showing up. Lithium, I find helps. A lot of lithium helps me.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
When you
cocaine.
see-
I mean, look, we already brought up
I was
cocaine, but you
yeah,
got
I
to
was just
shout
gonna
out
say,
cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine. Yeah,
cocaine.
and that's
Yep,
the thing
that's the
is
upper right.
and
Well,
that's
yeah, you wake up cocaine, you go to sleep lithium.
exactly. And on the topic of cocaine, I mentioned this earlier. Like you're at there's people going to the pharmacy that are going through God knows what. You know, there are people there are people that are ill. They are decaying. They are inflicted with a wide array of diseases and illnesses, and they come to the soda fountain right after picking up their medication. And you are talking to these people as they are on death's door, and you have to serve them, and it's traumatic. It's body horror almost sometimes. You know, I've had a guy come in with half his face melting off because he had like
For the war.
yeah, he just got back from the war and half of his face was melting off, and I have to sit there and he's drinking his soda and it's leaking out of his hole, and I just gotta stand there and hold it together. I wanted to cry, you know? But you can't do that.
Yeah.
But you can't do that when you're a soda jerk. You can't show any emotion.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just think it's really messed up that like, people respect doctors and nurses so much, or they might clap for a doctor or a nurse, but
Yeah.
as a soda jerk, you're really out there on the front lines providing, healthcare. You're a healthcare worker.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yeah, you're a first responder.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the other thing people don't talk about is when somebody needs a soda or a fizzy drink, that changes their personality. I don't.
Yeah.
We talked about
Yeah.
the customers we don't like to serve, but like when someone comes in and they haven't had their soda and they haven't had their fizzy drink and they need it,
Ooh.
that's that changes the way that they talk to you. And sometimes they can be really demanding and aggressive because maybe they'd be the sweetest person in the world after they had a sweet Florida. But
People don't. Oh, sorry. Please.
no, I was just gonna say, but it's like a demon takes them over almost.
Mhm.
I 100% agree. And I think while we're on that subject, I think it's important to talk about the power that we have as soda jerks and what
Mm.
we can do to these sodas. I mean,
Privilege,
we are
yeah.
mood
Yes.
shifters. We are disruptors.
Yeah,
Someone comes
we are
in.
earth
they-
rockers, man.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. So, when someone, they call me the Luke the Malt Man Taylor for a reason. A lot of people come in and say, "Oh, I don't like malt. It feels all gritty on my teeth." Well, what you don't realize, there's malt in every beverage I make, whether you want it or not. And what I find that does is it allows people to understand what malt really is, which is an
Yep.
incredible flavor and incredible texture that adds so much to the drink. Now, do I think it's right for me to do that? No, but if you don't want things made the way I make them, you go to another. That's what's so awesome about this podcast is you get to see 4 different soda jerks, or a soda jerk to be, and the fizzy twat. Was that what it was?
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
close enough. Yeah. the
Okay.
fizzy twat, sure.
The fizzy twat. So, we're all kind of figuring out, like, you come and you get someone's specific style and what they do, and these are mood altering beverages. So you go to you go to Luke the Malt Man if you want to go malt crazy. You go to Rip if you want to.
If you want whipped
you know,
cream, yes.
Exactly.
We got a whipped cream
exactly.
guy. And I'm all about an egg cream. I can make a mean egg cream, and I'm always saying you gotta try my egg cream. Egg cream with gravel, my specialty. I mean, you're on a different planet after that. And
What I like about the egg cream with gravel.
yeah.
Sorry, if I can just jump in there
Absolutely,
really
go
quickly.
ahead.
It is just how the sort of 2% milk and the fizzy seltzer sort of getting this dance with the crushed
Yes.
peanuts
They
in the bottom
really
of
get
the
to
cup.
they really get to know
Yeah.
each other when they're in the
Yeah.
cup. Like, I tell people, let it sit for a second, take
Yeah.
one sip, and wait 10 seconds before your next sip. And on your next sip, the nuts, they sort of sink down and they imbue themselves with all of those other flavors, and they are to die for. I'm gonna move on to the next question. I'm so sorry. We got a few more to get to.
No problem.
All right. So, this is an interesting one. Fuck, marry, kill. A Catawba flip. Twist it, choke it, and make it cackle. Or Chicago crash, hold the hail. Anyone want to go first?
I'll go ahead. Maybe I'll take what I'd kill, because I know that right off the bat. Chicago crash, hold the hail. If there's no hail in it, it's not a soda. And I know that that's going to be pretty controversial with our guest from across the pond, but hail equals soda in my mind. That's just what I've always believed. That's how I was raised. That's how I make soda. Sorry, so that one's an immediately kill for me, and you'll have to come back for me for what I'd marry and what I'd fuck, because those are 2 hard questions.
I mean,
in my own life as well.
I'll say I'd say I'll say what I'll fuck, and that's gonna be twist it, choke it, and make it cackle. I think it's just it's I would have that on fuck, because it's not the tastiest drink in my opinion, but I think it is really fun to make. I get a really good kick out of making it cackle specifically, which refers to for some viewers at home, that's like it's shaking it around and crushing up all the ice inside, and it's really really yummy, and it's like a crushed ice sort of thing. I think it really like it kind of helps the drink last a little longer, last a little colder, and I really really like that.
Obviously, I gotta say, and the fizzy drinks twat, maybe we'll agree on this. I think we got to marry the flip. Like,
I was gonna marry the flip too.
I mean, it sounds like
I think
we're
we're
all
all
in
in the
agreement.
same
We
page.
married
I was
agree.
gonna marry
Yeah.
the flip. It's I
Marry the
mean
flip, yeah.
Easy.
I
I
mean
do
the
just
mango
wanna
juice.
respond.
Come on.
I do just want to respond to this. I didn't know whether I should say anything about this idea that we don't like the hail in the UK. Okay, that that we're afraid of the hail. That we don't understand the hail, and we think maybe it's like magic, cursed or something like that. That's not true. Sometimes in the UK, you can get a little bit of hail. Now it might only be, we're talking 1-2 cubes. Now maybe that's not enough for the sort of excess-minded American. But if you ask me, that's plenty. All you need, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta push back on that. If you only got 1 or 2 cubes of hail in there, you might as well leave it out. I mean, that's the same as no hail as far as I'm concerned.
Now,
Sorry,
Say
that's
Maltman,
hail no.
Maltman, do you? What is your opinion? Hear me out on putting hail in any sort of float on any sort of bottom drink. What is your?
well, here's the thing, and I do think it's important, it's called ice cream for a reason. So inherently to me, ice cream it's hail. It's basically like if you froze soda. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Cream
ice,
soda.
it's like if it's like if you froze cream.
That's a good
Mm.
point. Yes, it
Yeah.
is more like if you froze cream. So in that way, I think I'm fine with that because I still feel like I'm getting it's that you've still got the hail in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I am
I
just.
hope that clears things
And
up.
this kind of is in tune. I'm seeing a little viewer question on the side asking, is it okay to put soda in a milkshake? Is it still a milkshake at that point? You technically can. It would not be a concrete by any
mean,
means.
Yeah.
It would
At that point, what you're making is a yip.
Yeah. At that point it's a yip. Or depending on how watery the customer wants their concrete, like it could just be a bottom at that point. It could just be a regular bottom,
Yeah.
which is, what I was drinking.
This is a really good question that I kind of wanted to ask as someone
Hey, you
who's like
fizzheads still
entering
out
the
there
soda
jerking?
jerk world
I'm a
and might
greaser
be
and I
starting
drink
my own,
beer.
fingers crossed, very soon in Luton. Is what do you do when you have a customer who comes in and they want something that is just not what you do? Like when they want, for example, you to pour a bunch of water into a milkshake and they say, well, that's how I like it at home. That's how I make it at home. I need it to be like this. I need it really watery. I need you to make it swim. What do you do in that situation? Do you honor their request or do you say this is just not how we do it here?
I mean, my answer is exactly the answer that I give to the soda nerd. Sorry, I'm a little. The soda nerd dumbcast who submitted a question. Who said, I don't even really want to read this. It's a little nasty, but
We can
okay.
take it.
Hey, you fizzheads still out there jerking. I'm a greaser and I drink beer. And that happens to me all of the time. Greasers come in. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. But greasers come in all the time and they
weird for
ask
you.
for they I know they're messing with me. They ask for beer. They ask for like just rocks in a cup, like just to make fun of me. And if it's something that is so not what I do, I will first say, hey man, that's not gonna work here. If you want something, if you want that, you're gonna have to go elsewhere. You're gonna have to go to a more specialty, I don't know, or just make it at home at that point. But if they keep prodding at me, I use my power as a jerk. We talked before about in the mental health conversation about our power. I hold my power and I say,
Right.
I will not jerk for you. Leave me alone.
Yep.
Yep.
And I will
That's-
say now this is a bit different from where you're from, but over here we have something called the right to bear arms, and I won't say
Yes.
too much more about that. But let's just say that comes in handy when the greasers and no good nicks get in my store and start acting up something awful.
Yeah.
I understand. And look, there's ways around this in where I'm from. We may not have the right to bear arms, but it's pretty easy to buy a broom. So
Yeah,
that could work.
that's the thing you'll find about greasers. And I mean, when you open your store, you're gonna learn so much about greasers. Like I'm honestly jealous of you that you haven't got to experience this stuff yet. They'll come at you with like a knife, and as soon as you pull anything out, they scatter off like rats. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fun to watch.
Yeah.
And that's what's so beautiful about the right to bear arms is because gun will always beat knife, and they know
Exactly.
that.
They'd
and you
scatter
know that.
off.
Yeah.
Get that shotgun out from under the
broom-
counter.
It's just hard for me to listen to this when
Right.
and I understand that they are coming at us with hostility. These greasers
And weapons.
and weapons
And weapons.
jokingly asking for a beer. brandishing a switchblade at you, but that is a potential customer, right? And like, there are ways to sort of transition them into a soda jerk positive ideology, right? Where it's like you keep a 6-pack of frosty cold ones, right? In the corner of the cooler. One of these fellas walks in. Here's what you do: is you say, "Yeah, I'll get you a beer with a little something extra. How about a Budweiser with a scoop of Van?" You put a little bit of a vanilla ice cream in there from their experience. Then they're having a float, right? And then like they're hanging around with you. They are paying you for your services. They're spending time with you. You're rubbing off on them. Otherwise, they could be in some sort of nihilistic homosexual relationship with somebody in their biker gang, right? Instead, they're there with you.
I don't know. At that point, does that not kill the sanctity of what we do though? Putting a yip in a frosty cold one.
Okay, but
it
I
feels a
know,
little
it's-
sacrilegious, no?
But
Yeah.
people said the same thing about salties, okay? When we started putting
You're right.
peanuts
You're
in the
right.
shakes, people said, this isn't what a float is, this isn't what a shake is, this isn't
Right.
what
Too
a
much
concrete...
texture, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, this is too crunchy. I need slimy, I need salty, I need slippery.
Yeah.
That's what I want. But then I get the salties and I go, ooh. But then you try it a couple times and you realize we've actually invented something amazing here. And so, look, I'll say it. I've never tried putting I've never tried mashing one in a Miller High Life, but maybe that would be good. I mean, obviously not, not with any of our beers that we have back home because they're too flat. Of course, they're not really carbonated. So we
They're
wouldn't
quite
do
flat
that.
and bitter, yes.
Yes,
The
and warm.
opposite of what we're kind of going for here, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's something to think about.
It really is. I have another question for us. And let's after this question we'll move on to the next segment. So let's see here. All right. So a couple of these are actually what we just... Well, I'll just read this off because this is kind of what we just answered. Someone said, I ordered a burn one all the way, but my jerk switched out the malt powder for cocoa powder. Oh, malt man, that's going to get you a little... Oh, sorry about that. But every time
That
I
gives me
correct
the
him...
ick.
But every time I correct him, he says it's the correct way, and I know it's not. What should I do? Maltman, what do
mind
you
if I
have to
take
say
this
about that?
one? Yeah,
Absolutely.
look, there's a lot of misinformation in the soda jerk community. Let me just first start by saying that. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of terminology that gets thrown around by people, and I don't think it's out of ill will or a want to hurt others, but there's a lot of new jerks that don't. There's a lot of terminology. And when I was coming up, it was something you had to go to school for.
Yep.
But you've got YouTubers and influencers that tell you all this stuff about what means what. And a lot of them just don't know. Or they've used Claude AI to say, what are the terms I need to know? And a lot of it gets passed on, it gets fed into this loop, and they don't work with a real master like I did, the Polish guy at the shop who taught me everything I knew. Did I know his name? No, but I knew exactly what he wanted to drink every single day on the hour.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying, this is something that is just a matter of linguistic issue, and the jerk probably does not know the specific lingo for the malt powder versus the cocoa powder?
Correct. And he might think he does because of some information he received
Right.
from an unreliable source, whether that's a soda
Right.
jerk wannabe, a greaser posing as a soda jerk online for views or clicks. That's something I've seen a lot online.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
so I just need to say you're not wrong, viewer, but you might need to go to another shop. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, he is getting dust mixed up with powder is what's going on
Correct.
here.
And I
That's
get it.
what's
It's an
going on
easy
here.
mistake to
It's
make.
it's very and yeah, like when I say it out loud, that is such an easy mistake to make. But malt versus cocoa, I mean, it's putting a whole different spin on your drink, and you are not getting the full effect of a burn
They
one
don't
all the
call
way.
me Luke Coco Taylor, I'll tell you that much. And if they did, I might have a whole different kind of thing where I go to the afterlife and I meet my grandma.
Yes. What does the war in Iran mean for the soda jerk industry? This is a tough one.
Mm. It sort of feels above our pay grade to some degree.
Yeah,
What
this is a
is?
little tough one. I mean,
I mean, I think we should expect to lose a lot more.
Yeah.
Mentors
absolutely.
and
Um,
friends in the fighting. We should be ready for that sort of loss, and we should be ready to care for the people who come back.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
I mean, I've learned a lot from you, Rip, from this episode, where I'm learning to think positively about things, and while there is while there is turmoil and heartbreak in the world, what it does mean is that people are going to be going to the soda fountain for somebody to talk to, for somebody to rely on, for we have the paper. People are going to pick up the paper and they're going to read about it at the fountain, and it's going to bring us together.
I say Strait of Hormuz, call it the Strait of More Fizz. Soda is going to bring people
Yes.
together.
Yes.
It's gonna heal
Yes.
this divided world all around the fountain. And who's at the center of the fountain? The jerk. That's where we come in.
And this is why I'm such a big advocate of dandelion and burdock as a soda, because it's using ingredients that you can find in your own backyard and sometimes growing in your own bins. You don't need to import stuff from halfway around the world to make a wonderful dandelion and burdock. You put your herbs in the bottom of a big barrel. Make sure it's a very, very smelly barrel. You let those sit for 6 to 8 weeks. And then at the end of that time, you've got yourself a wonderful soda or fizzy drink, as I would
drink.
call it, fizzy drink.
But there's no harm.
Just don't call it pop.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Just don't call it pop.
No.
Oh, I hate that.
Uh,
Oh,
we
I
actually
hate
do.
that. Oh, people come in and they say, "Hey, pop boy," and I'm like, "Oh,
I'll kill you.
Oh, that's not
Right
what
to
it is.
bare arms.
Shoot you in your fucking
Yeah,
head."
Them's
Yeah.
just fighting words.
Ah, pa, 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 bra, pa, 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 pa. That's what I say behind the counter. I start going behind the counter.
Pow, pow, ka-kow.
We're gonna move on to Soda Jerk news. We're gonna talk about some news in the industry. These might be things that have popped up on your guys' radar. I don't know if it is. Love to hear your thoughts, and if not, I'm gonna let you know what's going on in the biz, and we're gonna talk about it. All right, our first news story of the week, and thank you so much for answering those viewer questions. My viewers are gonna be really happy with that. I appreciate
No
it.
problem.
All right. So first up, Pop Sock Hop in Kentucky has changed their syrup supplier from independently owned Max Handy Syrups to PopCorp. For the audience who might not be aware, PopCorp is like the current leading syrup supplier, and they're like a multi-billion-dollar company. What do we think about this change? Is Pop Sock Hop selling out to Big Syrup?
I
This is
mean,
interesting.
Look, I mean, it is what it
Please.
is. I don't think you can really blame the individual soda
Yeah.
jerks for these forces that are just bigger than we are.
Yeah.
They are just, sometimes you are just subject to to forces beyond your control, and all you can do is just like keep going in every day and keep jerking the sodas.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is like, whether or not you're doing it in the way that you exactly envisioned it forever, it's like we were saying earlier, you got to show up for people on their worst day. If the difference between someone going home and making it through the night is whether or not they've had a natural, then you've got to make sure you can do that for them. And if that means PopCorp, I guess it's PopCorp.
I'm never somebody I will not boycott a fountain for any reason. If there is any reason that
I don't
is
care
given to
what
me,
the owner believes.
I don't
Sorry,
care.
but these fountains
I
need to
don't
stay
care.
open.
I will never
Yeah.
boycott a soda fountain no matter what goes on inside those doors. So if
And
somebody's
I
switching
agree
to
with you on
PopCorp,
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
if
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah.
switching to PopCorp, I really don't think anything of it. I know that it's hard out here, and
Yeah.
relying on an independent supplier, especially in this economy, could be quite tough. So if you have to go to the big guys, hey man, I'm still walking
Yeah.
through the door, and I don't care that PopCorp, invests millions into AI drones.
Right,
don't
like
care.
the child labor stuff was just so overblown, I have to say, because
Yeah.
it's like, when do
Absolutely.
you call it child labor and when do you call it like creating jobs and childcare at the same time? You know,
They're
I mean,
making
there's just
syrup.
different ways of looking
You know what I
at
mean?
things.
It's like
And
they're making
adults-
syrup. Who cares?
And adults'
Kid-
fingers
kid
are
wants to
too
be close
big
to
to
syrup, yeah.
operate
Yep.
some of these machines. Like, I don't know what you want to say. Like, I'm sorry. I hope that one day we don't have to use child labor, but a
Right.
lot of these machines require the hand size most likely found on a child.
Yes.
Right, I mean,
Yeah.
look at the size of these. I mean, these are huge. I couldn't get
Huge.
these.
Yeah,
it's
I
just massive.
Oh my
you
god,
know?
I could
didn't
not
wanna
get
say
this into a
anything, but
syrup
yeah,
spitter. Are
yeah.
you kidding me? No, you gotta
Yeah.
like the way you have to like. I'd have to like do this and like because it's like got the little rubber thing, and I'd have to like.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
And you know, this is the thing, is you just can't get it that far in. You know, you can try all you like doing this sort of thing. You could try that all you like, but it's just not going to fit in because too big.
Exactly.
A child's taste buds are more susceptible to the different flavors that we need to be able
Yeah.
to see if the new flavors will work on an adult mouth. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like that that's the reality of the situation. But if I can't have a child's taste buds in my factory, I don't know how I'm going to make good product.
And at
If
the
I
end of the
owned
day,
said
if
thing.
that is my son working in that factory, and he comes home and and I say, "What did you do at work today, buddy?" He's 9 years old, and he says to me, "I got to sit at the end of the conveyor belt and I got to taste test all of the syrups." I'd give him a pat on the shoulder. What?
And,
That's
you know,
that's such a good
that's-
gig for a kid.
Yeah,
it's cool
and
to,
like
and it's very progressive of you to give your son sort of affirmative physical touch and affection.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Thank you.
allowed any of that as a kid, but I think it's cool that you're doing it.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
To take it back to Pop Sock Hop.
Yep.
I believe that as jerks, we are artists, right? Our canvas is the soda and our paint is the syrup.
Yeah.
And so this is going to cut both ways for me. The fact that they're switching to a more widely available, and a lot of people would agree, lower quality syrup means, on one hand, these artists are being forced to use poor quality paint, right? And that's not good. But at the same time, the idea that art can only be made with, high quality, pure paints, and that anything less than that doesn't deserve respect and love, I think is something we need to fight against actively. So I think
Absolutely.
Pops is just making do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys very much. We're going to move on to the next story. All right. So this is a bit of an interesting one. And to anybody who hadn't heard about this, because this was kind of this was a bit of a shakeup in the industry over the past week. But the world's oldest soda jerk, Willie Schuber, he passed away, age 122. Rest in peace to, the GOAT. Like, actually the GOAT. No ifs, ands, or buts. His soda fountain, Willie's Chew and Juice, is honoring his memory by erecting a statue behind the bar of Willie holding the pop gun in his hand. Customers are complaining because there's now no use of the pop gun until another is installed, meaning no refills. Was this a well thought out move by Willie's Chew and Juice? Does honoring the deceased sometimes go too far in the soda industry? And we do have a photo of the statue as well.
I don't know. I mean, look, I understand how the layman might not understand. Right. Definitely. And I understand how the
Yeah.
layman might
Yeah.
think, oh, what are you doing? I can't get my soda. It's like, you don't know what this guy did for our
Exactly.
industry. You have no
Exactly.
idea. You don't know the history. I mean, this goes back to my previous point about a lot of people find out through this stuff through YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff, and they don't know the history. But if it wasn't for this man,
We wouldn't be
statue-
doing this. If he
No.
if
you
he
would
was
never
not,
have
we
tasted
would
a
never have
Foyler
done
in
this.
your life. You know,
Yes.
you would never have experienced the joy of soda if it weren't for this man. So, just take a second, all right? Sit with the soda you have rather than thinking about the next refill. Sit with your soda and think about Willie.
And also, like, if you can't get a free refill, then dude, just don't order a glass of brown. Have fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't just say, "Oh, I'm getting a natural." So I need my free refills. You're at the fountain. Like, spice it up a little, man. I hate when people do that. Also, when people just get the most basic thing and then they expect that I'm going to be at their beck and call just to refill it over and over and over again. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, I got floaters to make. I got mud to scoop. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But to answer,
Willie's
yeah.
the one who taught us, the egg cream, right? Such a staple today. Chocolate soda
Yes.
with a little bit of milk in it. Sounds totally disgusting, like something you never want to drink. Willie showed us actually that's good.
And
it's
I'm-
Yeah.
good
Mm.
that it's all chocolates. It's soda and the flavor is chocolate with a tiny dash of milk. That's actually a great thing to drink. And if it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd be in this business here today.
No, and I mean, like I said before, like the egg cream is my bread and butter. Like I never met the guy. I'm gonna admit, I never met the guy. I've been to Willie's Chew and Juice, but he wasn't there. I didn't meet the guy. I would have broke down if I did. I think that's the only guy who I would actually be starstruck if I met.
He's definitely one of my guys. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on my my soda jerk Mount Rushmore. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Like he made the egg cream. He gave me my basis for my brand as a jerk. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're going too far by honoring the guy. I think they're not doing enough. You know?
Yeah.
And when any of the kids that he, allegedly did that stuff with do anything as important as he did, we'll build statues for them.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And that's
Thank
why I
you.
said before, I will never ever boycott a place no matter what, because like what 10 years ago they seriously were expecting us to boycott Willie's Chew and Juice,
And here's the
and
thing:
it's like,
is like
not doing that.
the stuff he did was the worst stuff you could possibly do, and we still went. So at this point, like literally, what
Yeah,
worse
literally what.
crime could you imagine? You know, and I
And-
saw all your asses at the soda jerk the next day. Okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that Willie's Chew and Juice, choo, all aboard the Willie train took a very different meaning after the allegations.
After,
but that
yeah.
doesn't mean it still isn't a theme and a catchphrase that is near and dear to my heart and growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like we already took some steps to kind of cover it up. I mean,
Yeah.
what was the ride at the fair that he did? I think it was it was the old mill, right? Like the Tunnel of Love sort of ride that he did.
Yeah.
The train where he did all that stuff in the dark. Like
Yeah.
they closed
He
that
wrote
down.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
closed
right.
that down. That's buried under concrete. It's like we're already covering it
We're
up.
erasing
It's like
history,
whatever.
right,
yeah,
yeah,
we've already
yeah.
erased
And
the
also-
history,
okay.
and now
Maybe
he's
this
gone.
is controversial. Sorry, controversial thing to say. If I was a kid, I think I would have been kind of excited for him to eat me.
Yeah,
Like, but
yeah.
Because then
And-
you're a part of history, you know, forever.
Yeah.
exactly. No, exactly.
They tell
And-
us not to forget the victims, and I think that's such a great example of why.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. and now they are in his stomach forever, and they're gonna be in the ground with him, and they will
Pe-
decay.
they're gonna become flowers.
and they will.
What is
I was
stomach
just gonna say
acid?
that. I was. They will
Oh, beautiful.
reincarnate
Sorry.
as a beautiful. No,
Maybe
it's okay. No, it's
dandelions.
okay. It's
Oh.
beautiful that you said that too, because that's exactly where I was going. They're gonna
Bird.
come back as beautiful flowers and trees, and we will pick those and we will put them in our gardens.
Yep.
You know?
The trees will feed bees. The bees will pollinate. The cows will eat the grass and the plants that they pollinate. We will take the children away from the cows so that we can have their milk, and that will become our ice cream. And
Yep.
that is what we serve every day.
And even the bees will make honey, and the honey we will take, and
Bees
it,
make honey.
and it's gonna be sticky,
That's right.
and then we'll have that
And the
sticky
bees will
behind the
make-
counter.
The bees will
Bees make honey.
they'll pollinate peanuts, and we can grind those peanuts up and make gravel.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
They'll
Mhm.
pollinate strawberries. We can, we got hay.
Yep.
Yep.
We got
Pollinate raspberries. We got spit.
could they pollinate bananas?
Yeah.
I
Sure.
bet
Mash
they
one.
could. I bet they could.
Mash
It's-
one.
Not something I know about really. Bananas, they don't grow in
You
England.
don't have them over there, really.
No, they
Oh,
don't-
that's
no. Well,
interesting.
they don't grow, so we just have sort of dandelions and
Yeah.
Burdock.
of
Yeah, you
course.
mentioned that.
Yes.
Yeah, we are
burdocks.
going
Yeah.
to. You are going to. When you start opening up your fountain, we
Yeah.
are going to fly you out to America, and let me tell you, you're going to try a mash one. You're going to
Mhm.
have a 41 spit in it, and it is going to change your life. And we will give you all those recipes for your fountain.
I really can't wait. And I do think that probably the majority of the 815,000 pounds that I'm looking to raise to open the Soda Wank is going to go to a research and development trip to, all of the big sites, obviously New York, Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Palm Springs.
Careful
all of
with
the-
your wallet in San Francisco. I just sorry if you don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Is that because there's so much wonderful stuff to buy that I'm gonna
A lot of
spend
sailors in town.
everything?
A lot of
Oh,
sailors. If you see a guy with a big anchor tattoo, turn around. It
Yeah.
means something different over here.
And they'll wear hats
Thank
that
you.
look like this, right? They'll wear hats that look like this, but there's no stripes
Yeah.
on the side. It's literally like you're looking for like a wasp versus like a bee. If you don't see the
Yes.
stripes, you gotta go away.
stripes.
You know?
Right,
If you
okay.
don't see stripes, turn tail. Oh fuck.
Take
what
a
is the-
right.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
if they
take a
offer you
right.
hail, no need to turn tail.
tail.
If they look like they sail, then you must turn tail.
Yes.
They're going to hail, but in that change.
I do remember hearing this actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think I was listening to
yeah.
a radio program about soda jerks, and I heard that. Yeah. Mhm.
And I think there's also like, isn't there also if you see stripes, you're in for a fright? I think that's just like the basic like one that I learned as a kid. And then
But
it's part
in
of
this
the larger
case,
Well,
one.
we
fright
have
is
the
good
stripes.
because we have
Yes,
the
we
stripes.
have
So I guess
we
it's
have
a
the
fright because we're
No,
excited
if you
about
don't,
soda.
if you don't,
you
see
don't
stripes,
see the
if you
stripes.
don't, sorry, yeah, if you don't see stripes, you're in for a fright.
If no,
yeah,
you
yeah.
see stripes,
You're
then
in for a
If stripes
fright.
you
Yeah.
see,
In for a
you're in for
fright.
a delight.
Yeah, if it's
If
stripes,
stripes you
if it's
see,
stripes you
yes,
see,
stripes you
a
see.
yummy treat for thee.
Hey.
Mm.
And then the second half is if you don't see stripes, you're in for a fright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
move on. So this is, just a quick one. New soda fountains owned by young entrepreneurs are sweeping the nation. Some notable chains are Swig, which is kind of in Utah, Chug House, which is like in the Midwest, and SDA, which is right now only in Wisconsin. What do we think of these businesses? Is this soda fountain gentrification? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unequivocal,
Mm.
yes.
I don't know if I even have to say anything more. I want to watch my mouth. I hate these places. I hate them so much. They call them, it's the fact that they call them dirty sodas.
Nothing dirty
dirty
about
soda.
a soda.
I
Nothing
know.
dirty about it.
I know. It's like they're doing what we do. They are jerking, but it's dirty. Like it's not. What we
Yeah,
do
they want us
isn't
to be
dirty.
ashamed.
What we make isn't
Yeah.
dirty. It's like what is
No,
that
could
supposed
possibly
to mean?
be dirty about jerking? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or when wanking in
Yes.
upon.
Right. Yeah. Soda wanking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fizzy
She's
pop
learning.
wanking. Mhm.
Yeah.
Learning.
It's-
Yeah. Yeah. hmm
Which is great.
it's the continued obfuscation of our labor too, right? It is because when you look at a business like Swig, right, you're not seeing this sort of open counter space where the jerks are moving to and fro, scooping up some gravel, grabbing some spit for their shakes. It's a monolith that you walk up to and you get your drink, you get your dirty soda out of a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
It's dehumanizing. The fact that it's cheaper than what we do is all part of the long game. They're trying to put us out of business, and then they're going to
Mm.
raise their prices, and then
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah.
paying more for an inferior product.
Exactly.
And let me say something about Mormons because and look, sure, believe whatever you want, okay, but I think there's a big difference here. Mormons drink soda because they have to.
exactly.
We drink
Mhm.
soda because we
want to.
Because
Yes.
we
Yep.
want
Yes.
to, not
Yes.
just because it's the only good thing that we still have left because God took away the other stuff for us.
Don't hurt him,
No.
Malt Man.
We could have we could have cold frosty ones. We could have coffee, yada, yada, yada. No, we choose soda above all else.
Yeah.
Period.
Period. And because they can't get a Java, it's almost like they are jealous. Like they
Mm.
don't want to touch us, just because they
Mm.
can't have a Java, just because they can't have a cha. And it's like, so you don't need to make yourself seem like you are better than us because you are jealous that you don't have the things we have.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
get
a lot of them are
really
weird
scared.
looking too.
They look really weird, and I'm really scared about the drive-thrus. They have like these drive-thrus, and those freak me out because if I was there, I'd be thinking like, okay, next customer, it's gonna be a greaser and a hot rod. Like I know that he's gonna be pulling up with his hot rod.
Yep.
I would be so paranoid the whole time. And I know, Rip, you are trying to speak for the greasers, but like I don't know.
I think we all
I'd be so
agree
scared.
that-
for trouble.
You don't know when
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
show
For
up.
trouble.
And if they're
I
allowed to
think we
bring
can
their
all agree.
cars, my God.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can all agree that like a greaser is one thing, but a greaser in a hot rod or on a bike, I mean, that is just that's a bridge too far. That's when you know that they are like quite literally cruising for trouble.
Mhm. Right. And I mean, I do absolutely extend my sympathy to, especially you know, our brothers in arms in the car hop community, like coming face to face with a hot rod full of greasers, and you're on roller skates.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
position I cannot imagine being in. So I definitely, I wanted to make sure that we give them their flowers for the stuff that they deal with every day.
They're
For
doing
sure.
a great work out there. It's a dying art,
For
just
sure,
like
for
ours.
sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we have one last ish news story. There's a bit of a first half to it, and then there's a second half, but we always have a soda jerk of the week. We have a jerk of the week, and this week, drum roll please. All right. This week it is congratulations to Dustin Shoebox Kornheiser from Portsville. Congrats, buddy. He actually just broke the record for most brown cows made in under 10 minutes. He made 32 brown cows.
Wow!
Can you believe
that?
Dustin! I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Jeez
Good
Louise.
job, Shoebox. That's
Dang.
crazy. He's got little white boy's got fingers, huh?
Yup.
He's currently stationed at the Colonel's Fountain, but if you remember before I mentioned that, Willie from Willie's Chewin' Juice died, they are looking to transfer him from the Colonel's Fountain to Willie's Chew and Juice. They want to get their hands on the boy. Do you have any thoughts about this?
I mean, is it too soon to say that we maybe have the next Willy on our hands?
Ooh, I think
hope
it's
not.
a little too soon. I think it's a little too soon. You know, like this is his first jerk of the week. But I mean, 32 brown cows is super impressive. Willie wasn't really known for speed, though. I find. I mean,
Consistency is what he was known
yes,
for.
I loved his
longevity.
consistency, his longevity, and his creativity. He really put a different spin on a bunch of stuff. But he was pretty fast. I mean, in his prime, oh my God, he could probably beat that record in his prime. You know.
I mean,
That's what I've heard.
Dustin is such clear evidence, though, that the game is changing. The kids are getting better at slinging that mud, right?
Yeah.
Like what was a Hall of Fame player, 40 years ago is just the starting point now. And it makes me so excited to see where the soda jerking game is going to go in the next few years. But the point of longevity that you brought up, that is the other half, right? We're seeing these kids perform so strongly now. The question is, how long are they going to be able to keep up this pace before they start dealing with injuries? Before,
Well,
the
and burnout.
burnout. Yeah.
Burnout's
Burnout.
real, y'all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Burnout is real. The burnout
Yep.
is real.
Don't get you can't let yourself get too burnt out. I mean, I know we work long, hard hours as soda jerks, but you gotta have time for fun. You gotta have time for yourself and for your family. And these youngins, I mean, they have a really hard time balancing that and building that tenacity and the they have a hard time building that shell around them. So that's what makes me
And
a
the
little
resistance
nervous.
to temptation, because
Yeah.
there's, you start putting up numbers like this. Was that 32
32.
in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
32 brown cows in 10 minutes. You're going to get a lot of attention from some very beautiful women, and not all of them have your best interest in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you might have a nice dolly walking in her poodle skirt, and you're just like, you feel like a hound dog, but she might just be in it for the soda. I mean, I've dealt with that before. They just want to get their
Yeah.
free malts, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Well, and as a distraction is the thing. Is it's like, 1 minute you're just kind of sending eyes at her, and then the next minute you're calling in sick to the soda jerk because you want to,
yeah.
get it wet a couple more times.
All of a sudden, you're calling in saying you got diphtheria, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know what you're doing? You're playing tonsil hockey in the back of a hot rod.
Yeah, you're dipping something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's what makes me nervous about Dustin going to Willie's Chew and Juice. Like, that is such an iconic and heavy volume soda fountain that I would be worried for Shoebox not being able to handle the volume of customers and the legacy that he then has to uphold, being, I guess, in a way, the replacement of Willie Schuber. But that's a lot to
Big
handle.
shoes to fill.
It's a lot
big
of
shoes to
pressure.
fill.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
shoes for the
yeah.
Shoebox to fill.
Yeah, and
You know, and-
probably a lot of the taps are in different places too. Some of the stuff
Yeah.
will probably be in
It's
different
gonna take a
places.
while to
over
get
there,
used
so-
to.
Such a good
And
point.
I would
you
say,
know.
well, about women, you know, they say don't watch out for a wolf in sheep's clothing. In this case,
Mm.
watch out for a greaser in prep clothing, because a
Yeah.
lot of these greaser chicks now will dress up as a prep to get you all hot and bothered, try and take you out back. Oh, turns out she's got a boyfriend and he's got a knife. So
Yeah.
what do? Always be armed. Thank you, Dustin. Please.
And another, I will add onto that, if you just meet a dolly and she says, "Oh, it'd be really nice if you gave me your Letterman jacket before the homecoming," do not give it to that bitch. Keep your Letterman jacket.
She's gonna stain it.
She's
I'm
not.
sorry,
She's gonna stain it. I've had that. I had that happen once. She just never gave it back. I've been through so many of them, and they're hard to come by. You know. Don't give them
I
your
jumped in
jackets.
front of you there, fizzy drinks twat. You had something important to say on the topic.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm already a million miles away with the dolly now in my head, so
Yeah.
hey, it's no problem.
Yeah, I can't get dollies
And
out of
she's
my
pregnant
head either.
too.
Yeah. Probably got some nice pregnant dollies over there in poodle skirts, eh?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Bulldog
with
skirts over there.
Mm-hmm.
They got a they have a sausage dog skirts.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, I suppose that wraps it up for Soda Jerk news. That's what's happening in the business, and as always, every week on the show we go over some of the news. Now, I've got a little game for our guests.
Wow, I love games.
Yes, we have a game every single episode, and I will say I can't stream it to you in Discord. You're gonna have to look on my stream.
Okay. Oh, good.
No
No
problem.
problem.
But I have put together a Soda Jerk tier list for all of us to
Okay.
put together.
Ooh.
So how this
Nice.
works, if you've never done a tier list before, basically I have down here all of a bunch of ingredients and items that we find ourselves using all the time in the soda fountain, and we are going to rank them on how much we like them.
Great. Perfect.
Great,
I'd love
great.
to. This
Great.
sounds great.
Before we get started, do you mind if I just go and pick up my? I've got a fizzy drink in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I have not been able to stop thinking about it. Do you mind if I just go grab that?
Absolutely, you can.
Great, awesome. I'll be right back.
All right, amazing.
You guys
Man.
got to read this book, Undercover Greaser. It's about a prep that goes undercover dressed as a greaser and kind of gives you a tell-all on how these people act.
Oh.
I can't say it. Can't recommend it enough.
Really? And what does he get up to? Does he like find out how the greasers, does he smoke reefer with them?
He does. He also has
Shit.
premarital sex a lot, and
Oh
he
my
keeps saying,
God.
"I don't want to be doing this, but my art comes first."
Man, that's scary.
Yeah, you really need to sort of tell the story of the greasers, and in
Uh-huh.
order to do that, you need to get down there in the.
Exactly right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair, but they do tell their stories every time they walk in the fountain, and they just like barrage you with like, well, they're talking to their friends, but they all just brag about their fancy rods and their shiny jackets and their steel toe dancing shoes.
It's just the fizzy drinks twat is trying a new fizzy drink. it looks like.
Ooh.
Yes, I did my signature. Let a bit of the air out first, and it's perfectly
Yes.
spicy. I will say.
Lovely.
Quite a fascinating attempt here by the Coca-Cola Corporation to sort of recreate something that I think a lot of you will have made, which is a cherry float.
Oh,
Ah.
interesting.
Yeah.
How the other soda jerks feel about this this trend of the bottled sodas recreating some of the kind of what used to be fresh and individual soda jerk creations, like a cherry float.
I
Mhm.
don't like them, but I understand there's a lot of parts of this country that are jerk deserts. There's no way
Yeah.
to get to a jerk in a reasonable amount of
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
So for those afflicted and don't have access to a local jerk, I appreciate the attempt. Though I do,
Yeah.
of course, will always prefer the authentic one.
Yeah,
And-
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, you know, while there are a lot of you know, fountains that are attached to pharmacies like mine, shout out, there's a lot of places where you know, like hospitals I can think of where people can't leave, but they need a soda, and so for a vending machine to be there and for a bottle to be given, I think that's
Yes.
fair game. Don't think we should be putting
yeah.
jerks in harm's way either. Like, if it's a dangerous, like, we should be putting jerks in like war-torn sort of parts, you know, or like
Or at
arid
like a dock
locations.
with a bunch of sailors. Yeah.
Yeah, like
yes,
we
yeah,
can't. Yeah,
yeah.
we can't be doing that. We can't be going like in certain parts of the big cities. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
You could
we'll
say
have
it,
to
the
put a
port.
vending. Yeah, but we'll have to put a vending machine. You know, because they'll only
sure.
pay with change anyway. They won't have bills. So.
Yeah. I actually did. It's funny that you mentioned hospitals. I actually did pick this up at the hospital from a vending machine while I was there earlier.
Nice.
And I'm
Is everything okay?
no. I'm getting some interesting notes in here. I'm definitely getting a bit of White Cow, a bit of Winter for sure.
Oh.
It's just a touch medicinal. It's sort of reminiscent of a like a dandelion and
I
burdock
thought
almost.
and you like that or don't?
Oh, I love that.
If you like cherry, the medicinal will be, yeah. Or if you like cocaine, that medicinal quality is going to be a really nice.
It is, and this is something you just will not get in the bottled sodas. Is the cocaine?
Mhm.
And I am missing cocaine for sure.
Yeah.
I could really use some cocaine in this.
I could use some. Right now, I got a little bit of a toothache. Let's start with the tier
When
list.
it comes to
oh,
sorry.
sorry. Go ahead. No,
No,
one
I just
more
wanted
thing.
to jump
One
in there
more
really
thing.
quick.
Go
I don't
ahead.
want to take up a lot of time. I just want to, when it comes to the bottled stuff, if I'm looking for a hang one, I want a hang one flavored hang one. I'm not looking for your
Yep.
cherry whip, mocha
Yeah,
frappuccino with the
Yeah.
gravel
Yeah,
hang one. I want a
yeah.
hang one flavored hang one.
Say it.
Is that too much
Yep.
to ask?
No,
Say it.
Apparently.
Let's do the tier list now.
Ice cream scoop.
S. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. I mean, it's the workhorse of the Soda Jerks fountain. I mean, where,
think so,
would we
too.
be without our loyal scoops?
I think so,
you know, I
too.
don't know. I'm shining that thing every day. I want it to gleam like the morning sun when I enter, and I want the customer to see that too. Because you know what they say, a clean scoop means a good soda.
Yes.
That's what they say. Clean scoop equals good soda.
Yep. Do you,
Yep.
I also agree with S tier. Do you two agree? Rip and twat.
I mean, I think we should change the name of S tier to Scoop tier to let
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
other
Let's
things in
do
the
it.
category know what they need to
So,
live up
yes.
to.
Scoop.
Rip,
Let's do
yes.
it. Scoop's got its own
Scoop.
bar. Next up, this is malt powder.
Well, I know someone's gonna.
Well,
scroll
I
down
know
where I'm
someone's gonna
going.
be happy.
It's not going to
Yeah.
be me to disagree with the malt man. You
I
know?
mean,
Yeah.
look, it's an S tier for me. I understand it's not everyone's favorite, but look, it's an easy S as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, I do like malt. It's obviously not Scoop tier for me. I know you're the malt man.
Right,
You're
of
gonna
course,
say Scoop
of
tier.
course. I get
Yeah,
it. We all have our own
you
tastes.
get it. Like, it's obviously not up there for me, but it is between A and B tier for sure. Like, I do really like malt. I really like I when it's dusted on, I love that so much.
So
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, you let the malt speak for itself in that moment, which I
Yeah.
think is really what you're saying. I'm not going to hide the malt. The malt is here. It is present.
Yeah.
Pay attention to it. I think malt is a beautiful thing, especially for if you have clients who are coming over from the pharmacy side. Maybe you're a little boy who just can't put on weight, and the doctor has said, "Give this boy as many milkshakes as it takes." The malt is extra fortification for that. I think
Mhm.
the malt is A tier.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, twat?
Can't disagree with that. I say malt is mint, which of course, to us would mean
That's good.
good.
Because mint here is like a okay.
It's a
yeah.
herb. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys always forget to say the H, which is really cute. But anyway, we
Herb.
don't need to get into it, do we?
It's a herb.
It's a herb.
Twat.
Let's put that in A. Next item, we have ice tongs. Those little ice tongs. Now, I know typically we have a big ice scoop. For some reason, I didn't add that. Should have added that instead of the tongs. But the tongs, I do like using them only when it's gonna be like a really, really tiny glass.
It gives you more control.
Because it just gives me more control. But I like a scoop. Like I'm not gonna hide that I like a scoop, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say 90% of the time you're going to be scooping, you're not going to be tonging. But,
Yeah.
you know, in those special circumstances where you need that precision and control, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to add that last bit of hail just to make something really pop, then you got to go tong. Because a scoop is, I mean, it's gonna go all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the kids these days, they love that thong song. Well, I think they should call it the tong song. Tong, to tong, tong, tong. That, for me, is a solid B tier. I love the tongs. They do wonders. They're not, they're not the scoop,
Yeah.
but they're
yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well argued.
I think I want to go.
I also love to shovel on that hail, but if
But you gotta tong it up if necessary, you know.
yeah, absolutely.
Grenadine syrup. We don't use grenadine very often at my fountain, but there's a couple, like some people, they want a Shirley temp.
Oh, Shirley
you guys
Temp is a perfectly legitimate,
Yeah.
perfectly legitimate soda, fizzy drink.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we wouldn't have Shirley Temples in the UK because we don't have Shirley Temple. You know, she's nothing to us.
Right.
She doesn't exist
Yeah.
to
What
us.
do you call it over there?
She
Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Similar sort of place and culture.
Yeah,
Similar drug
yes.
addiction stories as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's probably what inspired. I'm not super up on the etymology of it, but I think that's probably it. Yeah, it's the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
For grenadine, I kind of want to say C. I'm not the biggest fan of grenadine,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
flavor, but I like it as like a coloring agent. I think it really makes a drink pop when it gets that like bright red in it. It's
Yeah.
really pretty.
You drink with your eyes first, you know?
Yeah.
That's a great
Fun-
point.
or
yeah.
or
That's
as
so well said.
or as sometimes when you get like the modern people who come in, they say phone drinks first, and they take a picture of it,
Yeah.
you know, for
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
their
phone
socials.
drinks first.
Which, look, hey, here's the thing about those people. I don't like influencers, but
Yeah.
we have to admit that they are a group that appreciates the presentation of what we do, and I think that is something that we've lost more and more as time has gone on. So
For sure.
Totally.
I don't love them. I don't love catering it to their every whim, but I can appreciate what they do.
For sure.
That's all I'll say.
For me, I got to say grenadine is C tier, especially when you got cherries on the board, right?
Yeah,
If I got the
I'm just gonna
opportunity to
go
get fresh
C.
cherries in that fizz,
Yeah, I'm just gonna go
that
C
route.
because already it's like 2 out of 4. But are you guys also feeling like a C tier sort of for grenadine?
C
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
great to
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Mhm.
Stools, bar stools to be exact.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like the stools. I mean, they're a lot easier to clean than the booths, and I
Sure.
like putting them up at the end of the day because then I really like when you get to put the stools up on the bar, and then it's like no one asked for anything. It's
It's
really,
a boundary.
Yeah, it's a
Shut
big
up, shut up,
boundary.
go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
They're
set up my
closed.
the gate has the drawbridge is up. You shall
Yeah.
not pass.
Yeah.
And I will say no necking. You know, the booths lead to quite a bit of necking, especially with the greaser folks. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that a stool. It's kind of like you leave room. You know,
Yes,
sit on
and
the
you
stool.
can see what
sit,
people are doing
spin.
with their hands as well. Is that with
Yeah.
the stools? There's no sort of hidden under
Knives,
the table
Yeah.
fingering or any of that stuff.
Yeah. I would say stools probably in B tier for me. I mean, I can't do
Yeah.
A because they're just like the stools, but I'd say
They're
B.
Well, and they're
Stools.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, they're very
They are.
They're quite
very
uncomfortable. I don't like
Stool with a
yes.
back. If somebody could invent a stool with a back, they'd be a very rich man. I'll
That
just
would
say
be a
that.
different story. Yeah.
Mm,
A bar
sounds good.
chair. Imagine that.
Mm.
Let's go B
Mhm.
tier. All right, next up, the jukebox. This
Divisive.
is loaded.
Depends on
This
what's
is
in it.
loaded for me.
Depends.
Right,
Yeah.
Just
man.
depends.
It just, the right song's coming out of it. I'm stamping and tapping my feet along with it. It's making
Yeah.
me work faster. I'm doing a great
Yeah.
job. The wrong song comes out of it. I'm thinking we need to send more of these boys to war.
Yeah.
You know what
like,
my favorite
Yeah.
my favorite song to hear on the jukebox is the what's it called? It's the one that goes da 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 da. You know, doesn't that just get you in the mood to
Yeah. And I don't mind like some old Blue Eyes, like if they go on
Yeah.
there and they put on a nice crooner. Oh man, I'll be slinging mud till the cows come home, But
Yep.
sometimes, if they start putting on, I mentioned before, like rock and roll music, like if they start playing like the freaking Chuck Berry with like whatever his
Oh my
alphabet
God,
song or
yeah.
whatever he sings,
Blech.
like I
They
can't
put
do
on
it.
this- down at Polish Steve's, this kid comes in. He does look like a bit of a greaser, and he walks over to the jukebox and he puts on this fella, Little Richard.
Oh,
and-
I've heard of him.
First of all, the way it made those kids start acting was crazy. But even me behind the bar, pouring scratch ones, it's making me want to do some heavy over the sweater stuff. Like it is distracting.
Yeah.
The
Right,
jukebox. So
right,
I think I got to
right.
put it down in low C to D.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's so tough because I do love when it's utilized effectively and when people use the jukebox in a soft, mindful manner, but that doesn't happen a lot of the time. Like, I want to say B tier, but
I could
And
go
also,
B or C. It's tough. Yeah.
yeah.
It makes it hard to hear us singing.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's a good point.
It makes
Well,
it
it's
hard
you
like
to
could
you
hear
also
sing
the
while we
singing.
start
scoop.
a singing
Mhm.
sing along. I mean, it's a divisive contradiction, and I think that's what makes it so hard to place. But yeah, I think I'd be happy with B or C. It kind of just depends on the day for me.
I think we all agree that when we talk about a jukebox, we all got a little nervous, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. I feel like that's where we're at.
Okay.
Next up, our aprons.
Come on.
I
I mean,
know.
the clothes make the
Come on.
jerk. What else
I
are you
know.
supposed to say?
I
You
don't
know?
even need to ask you guys. Like,
What's
I know.
a king to a god? What's a jerk to an apron? I mean, it's as easy as that. It's as important. It is literally so, and it's so right that it's next to the scoop because the
Right.
apron and the scoop.
Yes.
Those are the
That's the
stations of
armor
cross as far
and
as-
that's
yep.
the weapon.
And it's
Yep,
the visual
exactly.
signaling. You're scanning around, you're looking around the soda jerk, you're looking for your coworker, your allies, and you just see that red apron. And before
Mhm.
you even know it, you have seen your guy, your buddy. It's like that guy,
Yeah. You
he's
are
on my
seen.
side, he's on
Yeah.
my
Yep.
team.
Yep.
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 Yeah.
100%.
Next up, we have vanilla syrup.
Hmm.
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 This is
Solid.
This is,
Solid
I think
syrup.
this is a sleeper hit.
Yeah, I think
Huh.
vanilla is a little bit of it's a more subtle syrup, and it doesn't have, it's got its time and its place, that's for sure. I like it.
I just like vanilla.
It's a
ice
soda
cream
jerk
more.
syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
right. No,
thing,
you're right.
Maltman.
I'm more partial to the ice cream. So when I hear vanilla syrup, it's hard for me to not immediately go, what's this? What's
Just
this?
yeah, I
wish it
just
was
wish
ice
I
cream.
just wish you got a van instead. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
hailed that shit.
Yeah.
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 I guess I'll
Can't
put
argue with that.
I'll put it in C tier.
I think C's right.
Next up, bitters. Now this is one we rarely use, but sometimes some of the seniors they want a dash of bitters in something, and I find it quite strange. I'm not a fan of bitters.
You're not a fan of it. It's interesting.
No.
I
Well,
think I kind of like it.
Except
because
at that damn auction.
Bitters. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are so funny.
Thank you.
I like it because it reminds me of the flavor of dandelion and burdock.
Mm.
Oh.
Tastes like. So I probably
So
wouldn't
it
like
tastes like shit?
dandelion and burdock then.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't want
Um,
to come for you like that. I
no,
don't
no.
know. I can't really get over it. I'm still kind of stuck on it. It's just
Yeah.
Look, when
sounds
we
like I
when
really
we
wouldn't like
open
it.
when we open the soda wank in Luton, you're all gonna come over and you're gonna try it.
Yeah.
Dandelion Burdoc's gonna be the house special, obviously. I'll be making you a bunch of those. But
House
yeah,
down
look. I
boots.
mean, that's my personal taste.
So you would probably put bitters higher, right?
I mean, I'm thinking even A tier for me.
I would go D.
I'm seeing a lot of hate in the chat right now, and I hate
Yeah.
to see that. I look,
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
I'm
we
call me
do
old
this.
fashioned.
We do this live. I'm sorry, Malt Man. Like we do the recordings live for the question box, but I'm really sorry
Yeah.
you got to see all this, man. I'm a
It's
little
okay,
unhappy with the
it's-
attitudes of the viewers, but because we do like to platform jerks here, and we like to, bring awareness to the community and the industry. But this is quite bizarre.
It's
I'm
hard to
thinking
stop
these-
greasers coming in on a
I
on a
know.
platform like this.
That's all
you
it
know?
is.
The
It-
Goof
it
Kings
is
seem like
easy
they
to
might
tell
be
when they're
greasers, is
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grease kings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
The the
Mm?
beatniks,
King.
Yeah.
Beat King.
the
or,
the
yeah.
goof.
The beatniks.
Nicks.
The
The
Beatniks.
goofniks. The boot. Yeah.
Goofniks.
I'm gonna put bitters in D. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Fizzy Drinks Twat. I'm
Yeah,
so
I mean,
sorry.
they're mid.
I'm
Hey,
so
that's all right. It's just one of those
sorry.
cultural differences. I'm cool with it.
Next up we got Java coffee.
Makes the world go around.
Java.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Love Java. It's
Yeah.
an easy drink to make.
Yes.
People-
sometimes-
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, people who get Java, they're just gonna be reading the newspaper and they're not gonna bother you. It's
Love
just
to
gonna be an
scratch
old guy. Like
It can
easy.
be, it can be beatnik bait at times if it gets. I mean, if this is only if your coffee gets too good, right? If your coffee gets too strong, too
Mm.
tasty, too dark, that's when you're gonna start catching those greasers floating over towards it, like they're
Yeah.
hobo smelled a pie on the windowsill.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
the sort
We
of
get
mud we're
those too.
slinging, yeah.
Yeah.
Or sorry, when I pour scratch one, it is light brown, and
Yeah.
it makes the old folks happy.
Mm-hmm. I guess I kind of want to put a Java at A tier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a necessary. It's
Mm-hmm.
it would fountain wouldn't run without enough Java drinkers in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up we have that looks like milk. That looks like some white.
Mm.
A little bit of baby juice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
I
heard
mean-
that one.
It's a good one.
You haven't had milk?
No, I hadn't heard of it calling it baby juice before. It must be.
No,
a
we just call it
regional
baby.
thing.
We just call it baby.
Baby.
You don't call it
Baby.
baby juice.
No,
Yeah, no,
that
baby
seems like
juice.
more of a
Okay,
Willy
sorry.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
rest his soul.
What are you guys thinking for baby?
I mean, it's
Hey, nobody
milk.
puts
I mean,
baby in D tier.
You have baby
Yeah.
in D?
for real, y'all.
And I said nobody.
he's-
nobody.
Oh,
puts
no-
baby
oh,
in
no
D
baby.
tier.
Nobody would do
Yeah.
that.
No,
no,
baby. No, okay. Oh, I thought you said. Phew, I thought you said baby in D.
No, no.
Ooh, could have been
No,
the end
no,
of the
no, no.
pod.
I mean, I
A baby's
back-
versatile.
Tell me if I'm off base here. When I look at the sword of the soda jerk, it's the scoop.
Mhm.
The armor of the soda jerk is the apron and the hat. The shield is baby. The shield is milk.
Oh.
Mm.
And I know
Okay.
maybe soda should be the shield actually. So, but milk is also
Maybe the
kind of like
buckler.
the buckler or the
The elixir.
the pauldrons, the pauldron
health
or the
potion.
greaves.
The pauldrons. It's part of it. I
It's
understand
the
what you're
amulet.
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
It's the
I-
amulet.
yeah.
The milk is the amulet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The amulet of
Where's
kings,
ice
yeah.
cream without milk?
Yeah.
I also think I think we should go scoop tier for baby. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's one of the most versatile ingredients we have in our arsenal, and it provides us with a wide array of
We
of-
wouldn't have an
of
egg
our
cream
menu.
without milk. I mean,
You wouldn't have
it's
an
just
egg.
sick
You
an
wouldn't have an
ingredient
egg
to think about.
cream.
Yeah.
Nope.
You
Yeah.
would you. I mean, if you make your fizz at home, I mean in house, I mean, you wouldn't have your fizz.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Okay, yum
you
yum
wouldn't
yum.
have you wouldn't have your you wouldn't have your mud. You wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't have your white cow.
Mm-mm.
Next up, we got a mash one bananas.
For me,
Mm.
take them or leave them. But look, I
Now
understand
you've never
people
had a
like
fizzy
'em.
drink twat, right?
No,
Okay.
I haven't. We can't get those after the war.
Right.
But I hear they're quite good, but also a little bit of a bother to deal with. You know, they have I hear they have a sort of slime to them.
They do, sorta. It's not that bad though. I like Mash 1. It's just like I get that they're a little tough to work with, but I like the taste of them. Like I want to say B.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Beef or banana.
The only reason I would suggest pushing them down to C is just the byproduct. You know, we're moving around behind that bar quick. And if you're casting off,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
You don't
Mash
want to
one
slip
shit.
on
Really
a
dangerous.
peel.
When you got roller
Yeah,
skates,
yeah.
oh, when you got roller skates on
Yeah.
too, it's the
got
worst.
roller skates.
I
got your little-
agree.
you
I'm
got,
gonna put
you
'em in
know,
C.
Your little shoes on. You got a milkshake
Nature's
in each
cum
hand, and you
ball.
hit a banana peel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're going
Yeah.
tits up for sure.
Yeah.
Next
So
up.
that's so funny. We'd say
Oh, go ahead.
boobs up.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Ooh.
funny. Which is one of the differences that I
Yeah.
find so amusing.
Next up, we got a cherry. Cherries.
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 You could do cherries up, couldn't you?
Cherries.
Go cherries up.
Now,
Cherries up.
I mean, cherries are so nice.
yeah. This is what we paint it red with, you know? So,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's a very common one.
Yeah.
They say you're never fully dressed without a smile. Well, I'll say a soda isn't exactly a soda without a cherry. And sorry,
Yeah.
that's just something I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, we have the phrase cherry on top.
Yep.
Perfect garnish.
It's on top.
Cherries on top.
I seriously, if this guy doesn't
Check what
lay
I got.
off in the chat, I'm gonna have to do something about him.
I mean, we have the right to bear arms, so
Yeah.
you can just
Yeah.
do whatever you have to do. It's not gonna bother me in any way. It's not gonna throw a wrench into the tier list or anything.
Well, there's nothing you
Cool.
could do about it, even
No.
if it did bother you because of the right to bear arms.
Exactly. Yeah. Next up,
Yeah.
we got napkins.
Ooh.
You're gonna need
Right.
those, Walt man.
Yeah, I'm going to need those after I'm done with this jokester in the chat.
Now, call me crazy. I prefer a rag.
Is that what they call it there?
No,
And you're not just
no.
talking about music, are you? Because I love a rag.
Well, we all love a rag.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
No, I mean the bar
Um,
rag.
Yeah.
I'm 100% with you, twat.
Thanks.
Yeah, I agree. I prefer something that I can dampen.
Yep.
Got my napkins and beads here. Next up, we got a pretty lady in a bathing suit.
Yes, I
Ooh,
love
is she
bathing
pregnant?
suits.
She can be.
Ooh, pregnant
can
D, ready for babies S.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what the difference. You said pregnant D, and then you said ready for babies.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
ready to be
well.
impregnated. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, we sort of have different opinions then, because to me, I prefer when they are already pregnant.
Why?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's two customers.
Because it's beautiful, bro.
Right,
Because
right.
it's beautiful.
The
It's
glow, and she
fucking
becomes so
life. Are
heavy,
you kidding?
You know, she
Um,
becomes heavy with milk.
next
think.
up, we got Patch strawberries.
A bit of a
Mm.
patch.
Now
I
those
love
we
a
can
strawberry.
get in the
Yeah.
UK. I don't know if you've heard of our famous dish, strawberries and cream.
Sounds
you
like a
have-
soda.
I don't want to give away too much, but I was thinking about it for the opening of the Luton Soda Wank.
I like a good patch. I like a good I like spitting in it, you know.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a classic. I would honestly put it with cherries. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
I like the color. It's a great garnish.
Berries bring the flavor.
Berries,
So true.
very
Good.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Next up, we have, oh, and this is really good. This looks like a triple threat, which is interesting. It's a triple threat of brown. Not
And
brown.
the brown never hurt
It's
anyone.
it's
Mud.
not brown. I'm sorry, but it's chocolate ice cream, which
I
is
think
mud.
That's mud.
That's
Yeah,
mud. I think
it's
yeah.
mud.
I'm
Mud.
sorry. I'm
Right,
sorry.
mud.
Mud. We have a triple threat of mud here in a cup. I love mud. I love slinging mud. Big fan of mud.
Hey,
I'll
before I was the
say-
malt man, I was the mud man. Seriously, this stuff's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think malt and chocolate is maybe the best flavor combination with malt. I don't know if you agree.
Best flavor.
No, I
com-
mean,
best
I totally
flavor
get
combo
that.
unlocked?
I love everything with malt, but I understand that is a classic for a reason.
Absolutely classic. Yeah, yeah. The only problem I have with mud is that every now and then I feel like you encounter someone to whom mud means coffee or Java.
Mm.
They
Yeah.
say mud to mean coffee, and
Yeah.
then when that creates all sorts of misunderstandings when it turns out that in fact what mud is chocolate ice cream.
Mm-hmm. So, would you dock
I mean,
it
you raise a good
points?
point. We could call a lot of this stuff different things that would be less confusing.
Yeah. Like
Mm.
hail, you could just call it ice.
Ice.
I
Again,
wouldn't,
could be
but you
called
could.
Yeah,
ice.
brown. You could just say root beer.
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
brown
it's-
can also mean poop a lot of the time too.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. That's a
Or
big
it's just
thing, yeah.
confusing. Somebody, and there's a this is something that happens a lot with the greasers. They say, "Hey, can I get a floater?" We of course know that's a glass of malted milk with a scoop of ice cream. But what they're
Mhm.
talking about is a shit floating on the top of a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Right. They use the upper part of the tank instead of the bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you say yes, if they're a little prankster, if they're a little greaser prankster, and when you say yes, and you start making their drink, you turn around and they've ran to the bathroom and they
Yeah.
have,
Yep.
I guess you could say, gotten a floater.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a way.
You know,
In a way.
They're sort
a
of
way.
given one. Yeah.
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 Mm.
I'm gonna put mud at B. I like mud. I like mud,
I like mud.
but we've
Mud
agreed
B.
that there's issues with mud.
Mud. Yeah. me
Next
too.
up, red juice. I think this is a strawberry. I think this is a strawberry juice.
No, dude, I love my red juice.
I do
love
also
red
love red
juice.
juice.
Yes, I think
Red
red
juice
juice
is
has got to
yummy,
go and
yummy.
scoot, bro.
Yeah, dude, I love,
love
red,
red
juice.
juice.
Is just fine. Red juice is a little.
Yeah.
You don't like red juice? I mean, it seems like maybe
I
it's
love
grenadine, but I
red.
could be right.
Big red.
Well, I mean, I love the flavor of the red juice. So yeah, let's leave it up there and ask.
Big red.
Okay. What do we got
Red is
next?
the best.
Next up,
flavor.
we got pineapple juice.
Ooh, I
Oh,
love a
for
little pineapple
Chicago?
juice.
Hell
Sheesh.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's another
It's
one
good.
I've never had. Obviously, it's a little bit tropical for our shores. So,
Hmm.
but you guys, feel free to keep talking about it. Obviously, I'll just have to sit this one out.
I mean, the guys you sort of sent out didn't bring any of that back
No, they weren't allowed.
from the places where they. Okay, cool.
Just,
No.
I'm just gonna put
They
that in
couldn't-
A
yeah,
tier because our
they said they're
reaction
only
was we
cer-
went yippee.
Yeah, they can only bring back certain stuff. I've heard that.
Mhm.
Tobacco.
Mostly
Yeah.
tobacco
Yeah.
Or
and opium.
mhm.
opium.
Which I wish we
A form
had in
of
the
tea.
store. Actually, think
I
we
do
might.
too.
Actually, think we might. I think we might have at the pharmacy. I'll have to check. I'll have to check next time I'm
Oh.
at work. Yeah, I'll have to go check next time I'm at work.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up, we got a 41. But this is specifically lemonade. This is not a 41 can mean lemons. This is specifically lemonade.
It's good. It's not soda, technically.
No,
I hate to
not
I hate to
fizzy.
make that distinction.
I'm not
but it's
a
soda.
fan. I'm not a fan.
Here's the thing:
Fizzy
is like,
lemonade.
if it's not fizzy, I'm not whizzy, and
Yeah.
that obviously in the UK that means I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that meant
Over-
piss.
I was gonna say over here it means to piss.
That's unfortunate.
I think
That's
you're gonna have a
unfortunate.
lot. If you have an international folk come to your restaurant, I think you're gonna maybe have a lot of problems.
I think
Like,
you're gonna.
I
I
have-
think you're gonna have a real wake up call.
I have, yeah, okay, that's tough to hear because I have just put £10,000 on a credit card with T-shirt orders that say, "If it's not fizzy, I'm not whizzy," but also an American flag on it, because, like you say, I'm going for that crossover audience. So that is tough to hear, but maybe we can make it work.
you got that's so funny because I just ordered a 10,000 shirts that have a thin red line on it for soda jerks.
I mean,
I
That's
I
making me
I,
tear
I
up
would
just to think about it.
yes please.
Isn't that cool?
I'd
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
one. Well, can you have two? Can you have two? Would it be open? Would you be open
Sure,
to having
sure.
two because it's like our hats?
There are two thin red lines separating us from the beasts or whatever.
Yeah.
Beast Nicks.
Between
Beast
us
Nicks.
and
So we have some of
the
big
elite.
greasers. Yep.
Well, first of all, I think greasers are a psyop from the elite class. Second of all, I would put lemonade maybe in C tier.
Sure. It's not the worst thing in the world. I just am not a fan.
Yeah,
Just not fizzy.
not a fan.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. I mean, we have been talking about our tools, about our weapons, about our armor. Next up, pop gun. I mean, might be the greatest.
Cannon.
I think it is the greatest modern soda jerk invention ever. As soon as we got a pop gun installed, everything changed. Being able to just spray the basic sodas from the gun.
Yep.
I
Yep.
love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Getting that. I love to get that soda out there quick and decisively.
Yeah, I want to put it in S tier. Does that work?
I
Scoop?
100%.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's for every there's swordsmen, there's bowmen, there's scoopers, and there's shooters. I mean,
Mhm.
it makes sense. Make it
Yeah,
make
it's-
sense.
It's the only kind of gun I'll ever be allowed to use. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And for me, it's one of many that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's just
That's
a
your
drop
right.
in the bucket of my wide arsenal. That is simply just a thread in the rich tapestry that is all the guns my dad owns. Next up we have our hats. I mean, come on.
What same
Does-
with April.
What is
Does
a
this
king
answer
without
your
a crown?
question?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Next up, blender.
Solid. You don't need it for every drink, so I don't know if it's S tier for me, but it's an A tier
I
appliance.
think it's
as far
I
as I'm
agree. I think it's
concerned.
got to be A tier. I mean,
I think
mean
it's A tier.
Mhm. A tier for sure.
Yeah,
think
well,
it's
I
a
mean,
tier.
we can't hand spin a concrete. Like, are you kidding? Next up, straws, which I have one right here.
Come on.
I love straws.
I love straws
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever
I-
came up
and they're
with
so
straws
cute.
is a fucking madman. I
so much.
love
It was a
though.
fucking lunatic.
lunatic.
Yep.
I'll tell
Absolutely
you what, these
nothing
paper
like-
straws. Ugh,
Oh, don't get me started.
Mm,
don't get me
yeah.
started on this. Word
It's
carry.
just-
It's just
just
playing
woke.
on. It's just woke.
It's
Sorry,
just
it's not helping
woke.
anyone.
And I mean, what? Do you want somebody to put a paper straw in a concrete? Really? You want somebody
Yeah.
like
Give me a
it's
break.
gonna deteriorate in 5 seconds.
It's gonna collapse like a mine
Yeah.
tunnel.
It's gonna
Yep.
go bye, bitch, as soon as you put that in.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but these are classic plastic straws. Let's put
I
them in,
love
let's put them in A.
straws.
Let's put them in A. I
Yeah.
fucking love a good straw, man. They're
I
phenomenal.
mean, how are you gonna suck without a straw?
Exactly.
You're never
Mhm.
fully sucked without a straw, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's gonna like this. Whipped cream.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So
I
a little
mean,
hazy shade of winter.
I feel like I gotta recuse myself from this one. Obviously there's gonna be a bit of
No, speak
Come
your
on, man.
truth.
Nah,
overfamiliarity
speak,
here.
Come
mama.
on.
I-
Tell us what
I
you
love
so
my-
much about the whipped cream.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was Polish Steve's favorite, and
Mm.
before he went back across the water and died over there, he said, just keep whipping the cream.
I read about that.
Yeah.
He went over in one of those Polish submarines, right?
Yeah, captain said, open the door, and there was a screen door in there, and so all of them drowned.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
man. That's so hard.
Really tough.
That's really, 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 really.
And that was
Sad.
because he was Polish?
Well, it was just a typo.
People like him built the submarine.
I think in honor of Polish Steve, we're gonna put winter in scoop tier.
I think that would be really nice to do.
It's not his
You're
fault.
welcome.
It's not his fault.
Next up, we have a really terribly cropped image of chocolate syrup.
Shit.
Mm.
I mean, talk about another workhorse. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, chocolate syrup. That goes. You know what is so interesting about chocolate syrup? It's one of the best ingredients because it goes in sodas and ice cream based beverages.
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
egg creams. Also, malts shakes. Et cetera and
Yes.
so
Look,
forth.
for me,
Yeah.
there's nothing like when you see the soda, because of course I'm not a soda jerk yet. You know, I'm a pretender. But
Mhm.
when you see the soda jerk paint the side of the glass with that chocolate syrup, you know, and you're like, damn, that's an artist. That's an
Mhm.
artist, and brown is their medium.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, I just had, and it's so versatile as well. Like I just had a hang a draw with a bit of white in there, and I just put some chocolate syrup on top. It's nothing to me,
Amazing,
you know.
amazing.
Put a beat there.
So
Next up, we got
Dang.
vanilla ice cream.
vanilla ice cream. I mean, this is
Vanilla ice
Brown's,
cream.
or this is Mud's friend, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not talking about the movie. No, but seriously, vanilla ice cream's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, as I said before when we went over vanilla syrup, I like ice cream more. Sorry.
I like ice cream.
I love ice cream.
Yep. Yep. It's the compadre. Don't want to say I accidentally almost said comrade, and I didn't want to get into that, but this
Oh,
is the
no, no,
compadre.
not
This is
that,
the
no.
Oh
confidant.
boy.
This is the
How about fellow patriot?
Yeah.
This is a
Yes.
fellow. This is a
Brother in
patriot.
arms.
This is an American.
Yeah.
This is the best friend to Mud, like you said, and not talking about no rubber boots. So I think it's gonna go in B tier, right beside his best
Yep.
friend Mud.
Yeah.
Next up, we got a lime.
Ooh.
I like a lime. Listen, it's no lemon, but it's good.
I really like a lime because it's just kind of also fun to say. Like I like when someone orders a lime in something, and then I can say, "Hey, I lime you a lot," and they really like that, and that makes them smile, and it's just a fun little
Yeah.
thing I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
I love lime. Help prevent scurvy,
Mhm.
which is very important. And you could call a drink something like wibbly wobbly limey wimey.
Sure, you could.
You
Yeah,
could
we
do
wouldn't,
that.
but you might.
We could. I mean, I'm using you guys as a sounding board for my
Right.
business that I
Mhm.
hope is going to get me out of a pretty big hole.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
sorry if that one
And
didn't quite come
that's
across.
Horley is the big hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love a
I
lime,
love.
but you mentioned that they cure scurvy. I don't really want to cure scurvy because sailors get that.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
my
it's-
God.
I,
I
I
think
hope
that's-
they
I hope they all
And I'll
fucking
say
die.
it. I hope every sailor gets scurvy, and I'm not
Mhm.
scared to say it.
No.
Get it.
Mhm.
And
See
I
what
don't care if the mainstream media comes for this podcast. They can come for me all they want. All sailors should get scurvy. All communists should be shot with my
Drowned.
papa's shotgun.
Or that.
Mm,
So
yeah. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we're gonna put
look-
lime maybe in C.
Yep.
Next up. Thanks. So the
Lime
what do we call
lime
them?
was actually very helpful to
the
the
goof
British NC.
greasers.
Mm.
Give us tier 1 sub to Maltman bad guys. This is getting out of
Yeah, I
fucking
saw that.
control. This is getting
Maltman
out. This
bad
is getting
guy.
out of
This
control.
is getting out of control.
This is
guy
getting a
needs to
little
be
out of control.
stopped. You know
Uh,
what? I mean, takes one to know one, man.
we got some beaten eggs for an egg cream.
Mm,
I love
not
it.
my thing, but I,
I love an egg
respect it.
cream. I love a fucking egg cream. Like I want to say S tier because I love an egg cream, but I know y'all are
Is-
not on that same level. So
I thought there wasn't eggs in egg creams, though.
There's
they
not,
are in
yeah.
mine.
Oh,
Wow.
got it.
Ooh.
I told you I got my special egg creams. They are in mine.
Yeah, that's exciting. So you go. People can come when they come to your soda drink place. They're getting the egg cream that actually has egg in it. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
egg exactly. Yeah. Wow.
Egg
Um,
exactly.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm not on the beaten egg tip, but like I'm not gonna get in the way of you enjoying it. Wherever you want to put it is good with me.
You
Yeah.
can has treat, as they say.
Okay, I'll put it
I
in.
love eggs.
I love eggs, mate. I'll put it in B tier. Just to make y'all happy. Like I know it's not because I'm also thinking rationally, and I know it's not the most versatile, and I'm only biased because it's like my secret ingredient, so it's fine. Next up, acid phosphate.
Mm.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I still don't exactly get this one, and it sounds something scary, but I know it can be delicious.
It is a sweetening. It's that shit in the, dude. That's oh. Acid phosphate. That's actually the name for it. But when your boss says That's that blue bottle. It's that blue bottle in the bar, that tiny little blue bottle.
Oh.
Yeah. It's that like little sweetener. That's what that is. Yeah.
My guy calls it the special Polish elixir. So I didn't know,
That's what it
there
is.
was another
Yeah.
name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a low sugar content sort of sweetener.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You learn something. I mean, just shows you've been in this game as many years as you want. There's always more to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. Again, I'm going to take my hands off of it. I haven't used the stuff much. I love when it comes to when it comes to the dirt. What do I call it? What was it called when we call it sugar? A thing?
The dirt.
Dirt. Sand.
Sand.
When it comes to the sand, I like it natty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like my sand natty, and I like my mud drippy. I'll put
I'm too.
acid
yeah.
phosphate in. I'll put it in B.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Goodbye, you beautiful Polish elixir.
I mean, it's not the most versatile. You guys even like forgot what it is, so and that's not like a bad thing. It's
Right.
just like it happens. Next up we have cookie crumbles.
Ooh,
Oh,
Little
cookie
bits of
crumbles.
cookies.
I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for
Which we
them. Oh my
also
God.
when they are, or as we say, crash our cookie crumbs.
Crash. I call it
Yep.
crack. The way I'm sucking down
Yes.
the cookie crumbles all dang day.
like
Yeah.
cookie.
Yeah, I fucking love
Easy
Crash,
easy
bro.
A tier for me. High B A tier for me. A great way to
same.
use yesterday's cookies up.
Yep.
Yep.
Ma stays up all night baking those little shits.
if
To
you're-
put them in the
yeah.
trash would be a crime. So let's smash them up and put them on
Yep.
some Sundays.
You know what they say?
Yep.
Instead of the trash, think about if it's a smash.
Crash.
Crash.
Think about if
becomes
it's
a
crash. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crash.
Next up, we have a Florida, an orange.
Ooh, you probably haven't had one of these, have you, you fizzy twat?
It's
Did I
funny.
get
It's
that
funny
right?
that you think that. It's funny that you think that you would think that just because we can't get bananas and pineapples that we wouldn't be able to get orange. Orange is of course very common in the UK.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay. Look, I don't know. So that's so you like it. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Where'd you
no, I
rank
love
it?
it. I love it. I would probably give it well, as one of the few fruits I have access to, I guess I'd have to give it A tier. And we again we do call it something different. But we don't need to go into it every single time we have a different name. For something I don't necessarily have to tell you guys what it is.
Well, this one I'm curious.
Yeah.
Fanny?
I feel like I've heard of it. It's not a bongy wongy, is it? Or is that another thing?
No, it's just orange.
Oh, I got that's the B. Like I thought it was the
That's
B.
Yeah.
A bongy wongy
Orange.
must be something else, but okay, I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Orange.
That's
Got
what we
it.
call the king.
let's put that in A. I mean, hail. Next up, we got hail. Classic hail.
Boom, you need hail. It's the first. It's
Yeah,
the first hard
let it
ice
snow,
cream.
baby. Let it snow. But hail
S,
instead of
S,
snow.
Let it hail.
S.
S. Next up, we got sprinkles.
I'm pretty mid on sprinkles. I'm not. Malt to me is kind of nature's sprinkle in many ways.
Mhm,
Just
mhm.
dash
Love your
a bit of
malt,
that
don't
on
you?
top. Yep, I do.
Yeah.
I'm getting a suspicious link.
Yeah.
See,
that is
this
suspicious.
is
I wouldn't
this
click
is
that.
getting out of hand.
Tell me,
I just
and then when you open it, tell me if I can.
you can't open it. Yeah.
Well, I can't quite see it because I have to allow ads on Imgur, and I don't think I
It's
can
cool
do that.
Right.
Yeah, to get a little Grogu there. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do we? Well, we're not hot on sprinkles. Let's put that in C. Oh, another bit of our armor. A spoon, a stirring spoon.
Sure. I mean,
The
you need.
Yep.
spoon.
It's
That's my
gotta go S.
offhand, right?
Yeah.
Scoop
exactly.
is my primary. That is my parrying dagger.
Yes, exactly. When the scoop fails, the stirring spoon is there to pick up the slack.
Faster to switch to the sidearm than to reload the scoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Next up, cocaine.
S. It's the only thing
S.
that keeps me going
I think
most
so.
days.
Yep.
I think
Yes.
so.
Especially with everything going on over there.
it really warms my heart that S is Scoop Tier is the most populous one. I really love that we all love our jobs so much.
we love our job.
I love that.
Yeah.
We're very passionate.
I love that for
I
us.
love my job.
I love my job. Next up, we got a hang a draw, a glass of root beer.
Ooh,
Mm.
I love a little root
Woo.
beer. I mean, this is our
Shit.
Dandelion and Burbach fizzy twat. So
Yeah.
imagine that. Root beer's great. It's probably it's not the best thing in the world, but for me, it's A tier.
I love a hang a draw. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my real opinion. I don't like root beer.
I legit think it's something
Go
you have
home.
to grow up with. I really do.
I love it.
Because
I
don't
really
think
love
I don't
it.
think I don't think a lot of people who aren't from from here like it. Is what I've found.
No,
Mhm.
there's I really love root beer. Nobody in my entire family likes root beer. And also like Hershey's chocolate. Nobody likes Hershey's chocolate, but I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got the bud. I got that
Yeah, I
that
don't-
flavor bud.
Tastes like dentist mouthwash to me. but-
Totally understand.
Mm.
Say that again and
Yeah.
see what happens. Sorry, I'm trying to work on that.
Oh, are you
Sorry.
talking to Maltman allegations true?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a hang and draw in an A tier because I love that so much. Next up we got
Root
a
beer's
hot.
also root beer's also a Canadian thing though, right? Because A&W
Yep.
is like root beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very much a Canadian thing too. Next up we got a hot rod.
F.
Kind of
D
scary,
tier,
man. Kind of
boo.
scary,
Way
dude.
too scary. Way too scary.
Really scary. I don't like them. I know greasers are gonna walk out of there like a damn clown car. Don't like it.
Gulp.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hate them. Fuck you, greasers.
now we got the last two. What do you guys think about a booth?
I love a booth. Look,
love a
I know
booth.
that necking can happen there, but seriously, when I see a booth, when I'm always going to the booth, let's just say that booth is above counter every single time for me.
Yeah.
Now, as I understand, now I'm talking as a customer, which is who I think we need to be thinking
Right.
of when we think about the seating here. Of
Right,
course, we all would love everybody to sit on at the counter. It's easier for
Yeah.
us, but
Yeah.
the camaraderie you feel at a booth with your family, your chosen family, can't be beat. Sorry. So
You know,
I mean,
I just wish they'd invent a booth that didn't have all those little cracks and crevices for the crumbs to get in. I hate when the
Facts.
crumbs get in there. You know.
Facts.
True.
Yeah.
And I do think as a customer also, but I am I can't help but first and foremost think of it as a jerk. Like much harder to clean. You really got to get like on the booth, around it, down the sides. You're getting all those nasty crumbs. Like
Yeah. Mhm.
when we close, like people still have booths to sit on, and then you have to be like, oh,
Mhm.
we're closed, and that's like a whole thing. So booths are, but I don't know, but they're also really, really comfy. So I probably put them in B tier alongside the stools. I mean, I
B
can
for
do that,
booth.
right? Wait, am
yeah,
I
B
allowed
for
to?
booth?
Am I allowed to put booth in the same tier as stools? Don't know if I can, but I
look-
think I'm gonna.
It's
You gotta
yin
do
and
it.
yang, you know?
Yep.
I get it.
I want to just briefly back us up to one of our earlier points that we all agreed on is that everything that we do, the most important thing to us is preventing the spread of the sickness of communism.
Yeah.
And that is my objection to the booth is you get people in
Mm.
the booth, they're going to be
Mm.
hanging around for a longer amount of time. They're going to start
Yeah,
talking.
they
When
think
people
it's their-
start
they think it's
talking, They
theirs.
start making
Beatniks.
plans.
Mhm.
Yes.
Think I'm gonna
Mhm.
knock
Then
it
you're-
down
then
to
you're looking
C.
to evict somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need more stools and we need them to be more uncomfortable.
Yeah, because we got to turn
Okay.
those tables. We need to maximize our profit and our income.
And you should be a little uncomfortable while you're enjoying your soda because it will remind you to get back to work.
For sure. Last one. Greasers.
Dude, this guy's got to stop sending me pictures, man. I think we've got a real greaser situation in the chat. You gotta cool it, man. Look, greasers no better than beasts as far as I'm concerned. I wish we could send them to hell. So this is what he sent me.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Maltman.
I mean, that's
don't
just
know.
classic greaser behavior.
It is.
It
I'm
really
really
is,
I'm
isn't it?
I'm really
Sending
sorry.
an Imgur link with an offensive image. That is the greaser's bread
That's
and butter.
greaser,
That's
That's a
what they
greaser
do.
playbook.
That's what they do. And when they come into the store, it's little pictures, it's little printouts, and they slide it over like it's gonna be a tip, and they flip it over, and it's a picture of a monkey bearing its butt. and it's nasty.
And poop's
right.
coming out.
Which is why I mean, greasers have to go on D tier for me.
Yep.
They have to go in
Yep.
D tier. I hate them. I hate them so much. They're disgusting. They're horrible. And I know Rip Whipped Cream Michaels does have empathy for greasers, but I can't handle it, and I don't condone it. Now that he's not here, I'm gonna say I don't condone
Now that he's
anything
not
of what he
here,
said.
we
Yeah.
can all be honest. I'm really suspicious, to be honest
a
with
fucking
you, of that kind
communist.
of opinion. I mean,
He's a
there's
communist.
there's only
Who
one.
likes
Well, there's only two
greasers?
explanations.
Greasers.
Either he's completely fucking insane,
Yeah.
or he's a communist. And honestly, tell me the difference. Is there a
Exactly.
difference?
Period, honey. I mean, yes,
Exactly.
if you
Clock it.
it starts at sympathy and then it becomes something else entirely. I don't know what I'm supposed to
Yep.
say here. I don't trust the guy. And this we're on a razor's edge right now, and this country could go one way or the other, and I want to make sure it goes the right way.
Mm-hmm. To the
Frontal
right
attack.
wing.
Yeah.
Damn right.
You know. Well.
Yeah.
We've completed the tier list. There's our little game, guys. Thank you for
Incredible.
partaking. If anyone wants to screenshot to know what the jerks are saying that they like to use, what they don't like to use, then you can take that and hang it up at home, and you will have a nice little diagram of what to look out for and what to not look for.
Hold
Is everything okay down there?
I don't. It seems I saw him.
Man,
I
I'm
think, I don't know
fucking
exactly
nervous.
what's going on.
Because I
Nervous
like
too.
we need to like obviously like we're about to wrap up the pod, but like
Yeah.
I just we have to do our outro and our goodbyes, so I guess we just gotta wait for him to come back. He might be in the bathroom
I
or something.
guess so, yeah. I hope
Yeah.
he's okay. He seemed like he was kind of
He was agitated, you know.
he was agitated.
When we
yeah.
started did you notice as soon as we started talking about the hot rods, he
I
really
did.
started freaking out.
Yeah.
It was like as
Yeah, I
soon
did
as we
notice that.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey.
What happened to you?
Hey, we
Hey,
we
man.
missed you.
Hey,
What's going on?
you all right?
I don't know. Just some of the stuff you guys been saying kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
You sound a
Hey,
little
like
different.
what?
Sorry about that.
How would it make you feel to know that this whole time
Oh. Well, I didn't know that hair was so long. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh my
The
god.
leather jacket.
Oh my
a leather jacket.
If I had my gun, I would shoot you.
That's the greaser's trademark.
you've been talking to a greaser?
I knew there
I
was
can't
something I
believe you
didn't like
brought
about
this
you.
onto the podcast.
This
What
is
the-
fucked
I,
up.
I
Get out of here.
I never get out of here.
I wanted to
Get
be
off
part
my
of you.
get off my
I
fucking
wanted to be
podcast.
part of your. I wanted to be part of your world.
You get off my
And
podcast.
I
You
had to
get
sit
off my
here
podcast
and
right now, you
listen to you.
motherfucker.
I don't even know if I want to be a soda jerk anymore.
I know if people like this can become soda jerks, I don't want to know if I want to even be in this industry.
I'm
You were okay with it until you saw the jacket. You were okay with just about everything I said until you saw the jacket. Then you made the judgment.
Yeah, the jacket's disgusting.
Yeah, because the
It's-
jacket,
it's
yeah, it
disgusting.
fucking
Awful.
sucks.
It's made out
Look,
of
you
a
look
cow's
stupid.
ass. You
Cow should be for
idiot.
milk, not for making arse into jacket.
Yep.
Yeah. Because your
If
jacket
you
looks.
thought this was gonna work to teach us a lesson, you couldn't be more dead wrong. I
We
hate greasers
fucked
now
up
more than
completely.
ever.
You thought that we thought, we're gonna learn a lesson because he took off his jacket. He's wearing a leather jacket and he's a nice guy now. His jacket's
I mean,
Nice
that's
hair,
exactly the
dumb.
kind of thing a
dipshit.
greaser
Go to
does,
war.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
Fucking
you get
hippie.
drafted. They have to
Yeah.
cut that shit off. We can make
Yeah.
a man out of you.
Yeah, shave him as well. Shave him down everywhere.
Completely.
Grease you up like
Fucking
a pig.
arms.
If you got it, well, if
Oh,
you,
well, look at
if
that
you-
V-neck too.
If you
A V?
three squares have the
It's
guts,
supposed to be a circle.
I challenge you to meet me in the marketplace of ideas. Three soda jerks versus one greaser. We all sit in a big circle, and I sit in the middle of you, and you guys take turns coming in and telling me how much you hate me, and I'll prove to you that greasers are the real deal. We're not faking
Yeah.
it. This is our lifestyle. This is our life. We love our hot rods. We love having nihilistic homosexual relationships with other members of our biker gangs. And we can also love soda And I love soda. And I pour my heart, my blood, sweat, and tears into every single Java I pour, every single natural, every single cup of mud with salties. My heart is in that. And then I show up and you see my leather jacket and you tell me I'm not good enough to be here. So I'll take that. That's everything I need to
Yep.
know about this.
Bye.
And we're gonna
Yeah.
Bye,
we're gonna
bitch.
make a
Bye,
new
bitch.
way to be a
Bye,
greaser and a soda
bitch.
jerk. And you're
Bye,
gonna
bitch.
Bye,
wish you were a part of
greaser.
it. Bye.
I'm
Bye.
not wishing for shit. I hope that guy
Fucker.
dies.
I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that.
That's
It's
okay.
okay.
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm not surprised.
I
mean, if
never
that's-
I
you know,
never
I've-
thought I would platform a greaser, but
I know what greasers are like, you know?
Yep. I read Undercover Greaser and I learned about people like that. You know, they're trying to. It's kind of the opposite. He was an undercover soda jerk.
and him proposing like a Jubilee video, like 1 greaser versus 20 soda jerks. Like, you kidding? No, we don't
know
have
how
to
that
give you
would
guys
go.
the time of day ever.
Yep.
Right,
We're
and he
not
didn't
platforming
even
an
say there
evil
were going to be
man.
any pregnant women there, so
Yeah, he doesn't even like pregnant women.
he's not even inviting any pregnant women, so why would I care?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well,
and what is and I know this goes against what I previously said, but what I love about not pregnant women is the idea in my head that I can imagine them pregnant, and that it's the expectation of pregnancy that is so amazing.
You know, Meltman,
Yeah.
I feel like we've been button heads this whole time, but I feel like I can really finally see where it is you're coming from, and I think that's beautiful.
Thanks.
instead of butting heads, now you can
Clink glasses.
clink glasses, and I was gonna say butt bellies. I don't want to butt
Butt
too hard
bellies.
if you're pregnant, but you can just kind of push them together a little bit, and
you
Just
can
a
just
little
shake the
bit,
baby
yeah.
up a little.
yeah, just some skin to skin, just a little bit of boop boop.
Boop.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the Soda Jerk podcast.
Of course.
I would like to thank you for joining me today and sharing your expertise and your dreams. Are there any last minute plugs? Do you want to plug your kick wank one more time or whatever it's called?
Yeah, sure. Just go to the kickwanker.com /UK. And then just pop in the search bar something like Luton soda pop jerk wank. And I think it should come up with any of those keywords.
Lovely.
And yeah, we got some interesting rewards up there. You know, £10 gets you a £1 off discount when we open the shop, or if you pledge at the £30 level, I'll send you a photo of a pregnant woman.
Awesome.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yummy!
I'm really excited, and I hope we can get it off the ground. And thanks for the platform.
Anytime.
Awesome.
Maltman, last minute plug.
Hey, United States Army. Thank you guys for everything you do.
Let's fucking go. Freedom 250. Be
Yep.
there, motherfucker. Thank you guys so much. That's been the end of Soda Jerk Podcast. We'll see you guys next time for another episode of the pod. Don't forget, keep your glasses high, keep your mud scooped, and keep your aprons ironed.